Yo, what up? Good to see y'all. How you doing? Voidstrom, yo, what up, dude? How you doing? How you been? Did your thing make it yet? I know the ice storm's kind of like making shipping a little bit slower, but dude, thanks again for the support on the new album. I already sent it out to you. I think we packed it on maybe like 2 streams ago. I forgot. Either way, I appreciate the support, man. Hope you're doing good. It's Skyer, dude. Good to see you. How you doing? How's your today's Thursday? Yeah, how's your Thursday? I hope it's Thursday, or else I'm streaming when I'm not supposed to. Lamau. He super appreciates it. Hell yeah, Zaku. I'm How you doing, Zaku? Good to see you. Dude, I don't know if you could tell, but I'm moving still. Like, I got this whole rack. You probably can't see, but this whole rack right here is all got that cleared out. And I packed up all my music collection and stuff. So yeah, getting through it. And Voidstrom says, what's up, dude? Haven't gotten it yet, but I'm so stoked. I'm gonna display 3 albums of yours on the wall. Hey, dude, I'm so hyped to be on the wall, dude. That's sick. But sick. Hopefully it makes it to you soon. I know USP has been struggling with all the ice storm and stuff, but yeah. And then have I got the stickers yet? No, I haven't. I actually just went today because I had to pick up more vinyl mailers. So I got this today from the mail, so yeah. So I haven't, fuck, lol. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry, man. Well, I mean, maybe it'll come a little bit. I don't know, I'm sorry, but yeah, I haven't gotten them yet. Okay, so this goes right here. This is all good. I'm missing one of my little box cutters. But yo, Korean dude, good to see you. How you been? How's your Thursday, Korean duder? Yeah, Voidstrom. I'll let you know if they come in, but I still haven't gotten them, dude. I'm sorry. And Voidstrom says, no worries, I'm still sending the next volume out to you through UPS once I get them in the mail. Okay, sick. Well, yeah, dude, I appreciate you wanting to send me them. You know what I mean? And but yeah, my bad they haven't made it yet. Yeah, the ice storm, you know, maybe something to do with the ice storm, dude. The ice storm's crazy. Everybody's getting frozoned, dude. It's been wild. Wait, I gotta throw this in the living room real quick. What we do, only for love. And of course, this damn storm, says Voidstrom. Yeah, I feel you, dude. Yeah, this damn storm, dude. We got all the. Yeah, I don't know what Frozone's doing, dude, but he's getting lit. There you go. Boom. All right. So we got a whole bunch of orders to pack. I'm super hyped. Yeah, the Straw Monsters launch is still going so good. So if this is one of your orders and you're watching and you're just lurking, I appreciate you so much. We're gonna start with Marco. Marco got the plushies and the vinyls, dude. So I'm like, yo. So I gotta send 2 packages again. But yeah, let's do that. How many vinyl do I need to sign? Actually, I probably should just check that. Because I already signed a lot of the vinyl, so we should be... Okay, I need 2 that... Okay, sick. But yeah, how you doing, Voidstrom? How's your Thursday? Other than, what's it called? The stickers. And this guy says, out of curiosity, how many are left? In terms of the vinyl, I don't know. Because I think I got like 20 in here. There should be 20 right there. And if I had to guess, about like 50. We sold through half of them so far, Skyer. Thanks for asking, yeah. Yeah, I'll be honest, I thought, yeah, because I know when we had the Groovy in the Galaxy Rock Reptar vinyl, those sold like a ton. But surprisingly, this one's been selling really good on the CDs. So yeah. But either way, it's doing good though. And plus, Skyer keeping it real. We might get close. Skyer says, oh dang, that's pretty good so far. Yeah, we had 100. So we pretty much sold through almost half. But the thing is, Skyer keeping it real. Most people wait till the very last second and then they grab the vinyl. So it might be like a, yeah, like a last second. Oh shit. So yeah. So that's why, you know, I mean, I'm kind of like, oh, we'll see. We'll see. But what's up, Logan? Good to see you. How you doing? How's your Thursday? But Logan says, last night I somehow gaslit myself that Orca Adventure DX was track 10 on Destroy All Monsters, and you removed it from the album, and then I thought that for a solid 10 minutes until I checked Oceanfront Online. Yeah, no worries, dude. Yeah, I mean, as you know, Orca's on Radical Reptar. Destroy All Monsters has Take Me Back to Shinjuku. Oh my god, Take Me Back to Shinjuku and VTech though. So that's, you know, bangers. Yeah. And Moonlit Mystic. Hi, hope you're well. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, it's been a pretty chill Thursday. Just been packing up my house for the most part. So yeah, I've just been hanging out. How about you? How's your Thursday going, Moonlit? How you doing? And Sky says, "Oh, dinner's pretty good so far." Yeah, I'm super stoked on how good everything's going. I'm like beyond thankful. Here, actually, I'll just put this down here because I don't need these yet. But and Voisham says, "I'm chilling literally since I saved my head." Dude, I saw that, Loki, because I follow you. I was wondering. I was like, dude, you didn't have short hair before this. And then yeah, dude, like, so how does it feel to not have all that hair anymore? And I like the song that you put to the story post of you, like, when you cut your hair. I was like, wait a minute, did he cut his hair? Yeah, I was like, hold up. And Logan says, "Destroy All Monsters is peak." Hey, thank you, dude. Yeah, I'm stoked on how it came out. Yeah, like I'm super stoked too that it's just like stood the test of time, Logan, because I kind of made that album like, you know, in 2021. So it's just like wild to, you know, all these years later to like bring it to vinyl and stuff and it still be like appreciated, if that makes sense. So yeah, thank you, Logan. And Thunder Hot Wings, dude, good to see you. How you doing? Hope you're doing good. It's good to see you. Yo, I got Destroy All Monsters New Game Plus on vinyl earlier this week. Oh, sick. I love it. Yay, I'm glad to hear it made it safe and sound, dude. That's super sick. I'm glad to hear you're loving it. Yeah, dude, I'm stoked on how it came out, man. I'm telling you, the vinyl came out hella good. But what's it called? And I want to say thanks earlier. I was on the vacation in the Philippines. Dude, that's so sick. I want to visit the Philippines hella bad. Like, because I have a lot of friends that are from the Philippines. It just seems like a really cool place. So I hope vacation went really well. I watched, like, low-key, I'll watch a lot of videos about, like, people who moved to the Philippines. They're like, yeah, bro, like, it's lit out here. And I'm like, dang, I want to go. See, it's like one of my spots I, like, genuinely want to vacation in one day. So hope you had a good time out there, Thunder Hot Wings. But Moonlit says, my Thursday's okay. Worked hard, now I'm playing hard. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. You know, you got to find that balance. I'm glad to hear you're doing both. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And Voisham says, it's so freeing, Lamau, to no longer have their hair. Lamau, and yes, that's the band Scalp. Oh, yeah, they go bananas. That's funny. I get it now because you cut your hair, so you called it Scalp. Or you chose a song by Scalp. That's comedy. But yeah. Missed the long hair for sure, but it's nice to not worry about it as much. I feel you on that, yeah. Yeah, part of, like, I feel like every day there's, like, a little fight I have with my hair. Or I'm like, bro, dude, why are you doing this? Yeah, I mean, so I'm sure it's been nice to just be able to chill. Hell yeah. And Voisham says, I'm also wearing a Scalp shirt. That's sick, dude. Yeah, the song you put was pretty sick, too. I remember, like, looking up afterwards. I was like, hell yeah. Posting the bangers, dude. But, Logan says, label grid is ghosting me because I applied for a demo to test it for my label, but it's been like a week. My laptop officially died after applying. Oh, dang, that's a bummer, dude. I'm sorry, Logan. That's a lot of bummer that they're ghosting you. Yeah, they're probably just busy, dude. It's, you know, it's, honestly, it's been if you think about it, y'all, it's been a pretty crazy first month of the year, if you think about it. It's been kind of wild. Like, I just, like, stopped for a second because I wrote the email today saying, like, hey, next week I'm going to take a week off of streaming. And I was like, I hope your January's been good. And then I was like, wait a minute. It's been kind of crazy for everyone I've talked to was like, yo, my January, like this first month. So even like in the world in general, like not even just the US, but like all over the world, everyone's had like a pretty wild January. This year's off to like a wild start. So I'm like, well, we'll see. But Logan says label camp. Oh, my bad. These names are confusing, but label grid's another label API thing. Okay, yeah, I feel it. Yeah, no worries, Logan. But Boytrim says, if I had hair on your level, I'd never get rid of it. Yeah, dude, honestly, I've committed to this for like 14. How long have I had my hair? 16 years now? Yeah, no, 17 years. So I'm committed, dude. Yeah, at this point, I don't think I can get rid of it. I have to like trim it every once in a while though, just like the ends. So I don't want to get too long where it's like on the floor. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. And if you like them, you like the band Nails. All right, sick. When I rewatch the VOD Future Me, look up the band Nails. Like you pin a nail in the wall. Nails. That's a sick name for a band too. But hell yeah, thank you, Boydstrom. That's what's up. And Thunder Hot Wing says, it was chill. I love the vacation in the Philippines. I went out for a wedding. Oh, sick. Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. Yeah, I like wedding. Going to weddings is like hella fun. Last wedding I went to, what happened to the last wedding I went to? I don't know. Either way, dude. I'm glad to hear that you had a good time at the wedding and you're going to be playing the live set you sent out on YouTube this weekend for our friends. Hey, okay. Sick, dude. I hope y'all enjoy it. Yeah, it's just me like, just jamming out. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of silly. So yeah. And I put some like visuals on it. So I'm like pretty stoked on the visuals all came out for it and everything. But yeah, you'll see. You'll be like, oh hell yeah. And like there's some parts, I like doing the live sets because like some, I do all the effects live on the songs. So like sometimes I'm like, dang, that was genius. I thought of that on the fly. I don't know. So yeah, I like the little like new effects in the live sets and stuff. So I don't know. Hopefully you like it, the Hot Wings, and thanks for being down to show it to some friends. I appreciate that. But Simply Hideo, dude, what's up? Good to see you. Yo, how's it going? Dude, it's going good. Been chilling, hanging out. Just, same old, packing some orders right now. How you doing, dude? How's your Thursday, Simply Hideo? And Voisham says, 17 years of hair is crazy. Your hair is almost an adult. I know, dude. Yeah, no, I never thought of that. Yeah, my hair's about to go to college, dude. It's about to graduate high school. Next time I see my mom, I have to tell her that. Yo, my hair graduate high school right now if I wanted to. She's gonna be like, bruh. Also, Simply Hideo, since we were talking about Beyblades last time, dude, I ended up like texting my buddy whose like son got into Beyblades recently. And what's cool is that his son thinks I'm like the coolest person ever because, I have a YouTube channel. So every kid is like, you have a YouTube channel? Wow, that's so cool. You know what I mean? So I'm like the cool uncle. So my buddy was like, oh, dude, that's wild that you're into Beyblades. I didn't know that you were. That's so random. And I was like, of course I'm into Beyblades. I'm the cool uncle. And he was like, true. So yeah. So I was like, I got the like stamp of approval. Boy, sure, my hair's gonna graduate with honors. Yeah, dude, for real. I mean, for as much as I put into it, hopefully. Honestly, I kind of just let it grow. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of times people come up to me like, "Yeah, I got a retwist," and I'm like, "Bro," I'm busy. I've never like had anyone like do anything to my hair other than just like me let it grow out. Yeah, I gotta do a whole like. I'm not the person though to be giving out like hair care tips. I'm not gonna lie to you, because all I do is skate. Yeah, I mean, like get all sweaty. So yeah. But oh, real quick, hi Rose, it's good to see you. How you doing? How's your Thursday? Thanks for stopping by. But Logan says, I think Label Camp might have been confused by my new business email because .llc admitted it looks like it's a fake TLD, but news.church is a real domain used by email service for churches. Yeah, it could be a TLD because like the top level domain, I could totally be that. I doubt they'd be tripping on that though, but like they might. Maybe they just had like a thing that was like, oh, if it's not .com, then yeah, I mean. So yeah. So maybe try a different domain if you can, Logan, or just email them like, yo, what's up? But Simply Hideo says, their Thursday has been super slow. I was dozing off on my desk, but now I'm glad to be home. About to make some tacos, dude. Hell yeah. I think tacos is my favorite food. Like for real. Just before this, I ate like chicken and rice with like taco sauce. I was like, I gotta start streaming like ASAP. So I was like, let me just shovel taco sauce, rice, and chicken in my mouth. But dude, that's super sick. I hope the tacos come out good, dude. I feel like dozing off on your desk, dude. Back when I was like, I knew I had to like do music full time because I was like, dude, I'm like, because I would like work on music till like 4 a.m, like just on music stuff like Groovy Kaiju. And I go to work and I would like dead ass like take a nap at my desk for like 15 minutes. And I was like, fuck, at some point they're gonna like be like, yo, you can't do this. You know what I mean? It was kind of embarrassing, I don't know, for me at least. because we were all in office, you know what I mean? So I was like, so yeah. So I like get up and go get coffee and stuff. I don't know. Wild times. But Voishram says, I did the same. It gets crazy that way. Was just like letting it grow out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which is nice though, because I feel like with my hair, because you know it's all dreadlocked up, and like they all came out like different sizes. Because like if you get them twisted, they're all like the same size. But I kind of like the more like some are thick, some are thinner. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it's more like earthy. If that makes sense. So yeah. And what's it called? Rosa said, oh no, Simply Dale says, have you ever trimmed your hair? I've been thinking about going short since I've been getting my tailbone. Yeah, dude, we're both tailbone gang. That's crazy. Yeah, so pretty much mine's at my tailbone too. And sometimes I'll trim the tips. So like they're like right there right now. And like I'll trim off the tips of them just so they don't go past any farther than that. Because I feel like at that point, then it's like, you know, sometimes you'll sit down, you sit on them, and you're like, oh. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, cool. This is getting a little too long. Plus, if you think about that hair, like that very tip of your hair is like 18 years old, dude. It's like, come on, all right, it's time to go. You know what I mean? So yeah. But Rosa says, haven't been feeling well, but I'll be okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you're not feeling good. I was waiting for the sickness to reach the house over the weather. I feel it, yeah. Well, I hope you and everyone at the house is, you know, doing okay. Oh my God, these all fell out. Uh-oh. But yeah, Roses, I hope you feel better. You know, hopefully you got some medicine. Get some like ibuprofen or something. But not like the sickness. Oh, there we go. But yeah. Or what's like the classic, the Vicks Vapor Rub? You know what I mean? Hopefully it's like Vicks Vapor Rubbable. I know my family's always been big on Vicks, the Vicks Vapor Rub whenever we're sick. And hot showers too. Hot showers help. I don't know what sickness it is, but you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah. And Voidtrim says, snoozy kaiju at the workplace. Yeah. Dude, but for real though, I really was. Motherfucking snoozy kaiju. That's comedy. Dude, one of these days I gotta like do like a whole like grid of all the different like phases of Groovy Kaiju or something. You know what I mean? Like Groovy Kaiju Ultra Egos and it's just like silly names. Like Halloween, I like Spooky Kaiju for Halloween. That's like my favorite. But Snoozy Kaiju is pretty comedy. Like, you know, like Kirby, how they have like the Kirby with all the different powers. I gotta do one, but it's all the different like Groovy Kaijus. So yeah. But yo, Aries, dude, what's up? Good to see you, dude. Vinyl claimed, brother. Yeah, I got you actually. Actually, you're gonna be right after this guy. But so right after Marco, I'm packing yours, and I wrote you a note and everything. But it's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Also, and I know you're an uncle. I know. 1 year. Congrats on being an uncle for a year, dude. That's what's up. I like even referenced it on the note I wrote you. But yeah, and then Simply Deo says, oh dude, I got a room all to myself, so I just make sure I'm half awake to hear footsteps. I used to work in, okay, so I got okay, sick, you got your own office? That's sick, dude, hell yeah. I used to work in front of my boss and doze off too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I literally worked right next, like I would be sitting right here, and then it would be like my boss would be right here, like literally. That was like, fuck. You know what I mean? So I'd be falling asleep. But they also wrote code, so sometimes they'd just be like locked in. Also, too, my boss was like, at my last job, dude, he was like 6'5". He was like a bald dude, and he was a rock climber, so he was kind of ripped. He was like a fucking massive dude. He was the nicest guy, but it's just like, that's not the guy who wants to be your boss and fall asleep next to you, because he'd be like, wake up! You know what I mean? But he wouldn't hurt a fly, but it was just still like, oh shit. You know what I mean? So yeah. But Simply Deo says, Lamau, yeah, my ends start to unravel a little bit on their hair, just mostly because they started to thin out. So I just pull the loose hair out. Yeah, I do the same thing, dude. People always look at me like I'm crazy whenever I do. They're like, what the fuck did you, what? It's falling out. Oh no. But I'm like, dude, it's normal. It's part of, when you have this much hair, it just kind of starts to do that. You know what I mean? So yeah. I'm glad you understand, dude. But Rosa says, I'm having a cough drop right now, and I think it's COVID or the flu, but thankfully it's not intense. Okay, cool, sick. I'm glad to hear it's not too bad. But yeah, cough drops are super sick. What's your like cough drop of choice? I like the Ricolas. I'm big on the honey cough drops. But yeah. And Voishram says, you gotta do the Groovy Kaiju for Pi Day for March 14th. Hell yeah. I'd be down, dude. Yo, what would Groovy Kaiju look like? Would it just be like a pie with a Groovy Kaiju logo on it, or would it be like a Groovy Kaiju with like you know the chef Kirby where it has the chef hat on, and it says that they have a pie? That'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. And then Zaku says turn all the Groovy Kaijus into a sticker sheet and make that money. I mean, could, dude. Why not? Sell my shows and stuff. It'd be a lot of fun. Especially because, like, low-key, like, there are a lot of parents who, like, listen to my music with, like, the kids and stuff, too. So I wouldn't be surprised if they were like, bro, like, oh, yeah, I gotta get the sticker sheet for my kids. You know what I mean? For my kids. And Rose just likes Groovy Kaiju. Hell yeah. And Kaiju jump out of the pie. I like this chef idea. Sick as hell, too. Voishram, hell yeah. All right, sick. That makes it bigger. But yeah, I mean, sick, dude. Well, what's it called, Voishram? I might just send an email out, but here's super crazy news, but not crazy news, but so I'm moving next week, and then after that, my like main focus, low key, is to like I mentioned it a couple times, but I want to get an assistant, so I'm probably gonna start hiring for an assistant, and then once they get onboarded, then I want one of their jobs to be is like, hey, look, hit up everyone in the Kaiju Club to like do art and stuff. So no promises yet, because I don't know. I gotta look at the money for it, but I think I might have one of the assistants' job is to just like coordinate commissions and stuff for me. So yeah, dude, fucking maybe we'll get Groovy Kaiju. Or maybe not Kaiju, because I probably won't be done by that time, but you know what I'm trying to say. Either way, I do like Groovy Kaiju though. And chef ideas, okay. Future me when I rewatch the VOD, Groovy Kaiju Alter Aliases sticker sheet, and Groovy Kaiju, Chef Groovy. What was the other one? Snoozy Kaiju. Yeah. There's something here. I can feel it. There's something here. Yeah, Rose is good ideas today. I know, right? Yeah, we came in swinging. But Rose also says some cherry flavored one from a brand called Capricorn for the cough drops. But the ones you mentioned are nice too. Yeah, honey Ricola is my favorite. But I'll keep it real. I'll give her whatever ones I can like delivered to me, because whenever I'm sick, I'm like, I don't want to leave the house. Sick. Chef Kaiju got a nice ring. Hell yeah. Aries, I appreciate it. Is that how you say it, by the way? Aries? That's how I've always read it, was Aries. Okay, this is going to Marco. And the art inspo going silly. It really is, dude. Hell yeah. Oh, let me put this in here. And then, oh. But speaking of art stuff, super random, but we gotta get Jermaine stickers made. But Jermaine's doing good, as usual. Like, I can't even fit them all on the screen anymore, dude. It's crazy. But yeah, and as you can see, there's a new plant on top. This like big one. Like, I don't know if you, even just last stream, this was like way smaller. And now it's like almost like a full leaf. So yeah. Jermaine getting big, dude. Voistrom. Rosa says, Jermaine, nice, yeah. Jermaine's doing so good. I'm very proud of them. But Voistrom, or not Voistrom, Zaku says, yo, Gundam is doing the collaboration with Dickies. Oh, it is? Ibris, okay. Okay, Ibris. Thank you, Ibris. I appreciate it. That's close enough, yeah. I don't know why I said Ibris. Okay. I think about it, I'm like, yeah, that makes way more sense. But it's like, I need a tape. But that Voistrom says Jermaine getting big. Rose says Jermaine nice. Somebody else says, heck yeah. Sick. And let me look up this Gundam collab real quick, because I'm trying to wear some Gundam pants. I'm down. Oh, for some reason I thought I said tickets. Official Gundam workwear collection by Dickies. This is so random, dude. It's like they put like a pair of pants in like the, just say Iber to make it simpler. Okay, sick. I got you, Iber. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, dude. How are you doing, by the way? Iber, if you know what I mean, you got a second? But yeah, the Gundam collab, it's pretty funny if you were to look it up. It's just like a pair of pants, and they have it in like, you know, like the Gundam station, so like they made it look all super cool, and it's just like a pair of pants hanging. But yeah, it seems like it's mostly on like the inner rim of this, like the inside. They got a pretty sick Dickies white shirt though with the Gundam like about to, yeah. Yeah, I'd grab this. If I had clothes money, I'd buy this. Yeah, keeping it real, you know, I mean, things are looking better financially now, but dude, I ain't gonna lie to you, I've been wearing the same clothes for the past like 2 years. I haven't bought any new clothes because I've just been putting all my money towards bills and music. So I might be able to afford clothes again. So I'm pretty hyped. Because especially because Newport's like hella into fashion, and they like send me stuff all the time. So I'm always like, dude, one of these days. Oh my, bruh. And Ibris is working and working, just like trying to get by. I feel that. Oh, and also, oh, did I just put too much bubble wrap on this? I think I did. Yeah, I'll just get some of this. There's too much bubble wrap. That's the issue. And Darren actually secured the Takanaka tickets. Hey, dude, hell yeah, man! I'm glad you got them. Yeah, remember last time you were like, dang, I don't know if we were able to go. But dude, congrats on getting them, man. Have fun, dude. That show's gonna be so sick. I mean, sorry to just call you out specifically, but Zaku, are you going to Takanaka? Did like Tune in Tokyo get the hookup somehow? I'm sure you all know like whoever's running out in LA. But Voidstrom says, sorry to cut it short, but work had to be beat. Nice chatting with you all. Later, Groovy. Dude, catch you around, Voidstrom. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, man, looking forward to those stickers whenever they come in. But and just thanks for stopping by, dude. You know, I appreciate you. Hopefully your Bono mix over soon too. Think about all the good times that we spend. Now I'm going to transcend into the universe. But you know, this ain't the end. And Zaku says, nah, I don't really care too much for the Takanaka show. I feel it. But you're going to Takeo Onuki, right? Is that how you say it? Is it Takeo or is it Takeo? But you going to that show? Because that's the one I'm like, fuck, dude, I want to go to Onuki show so bad. And but Ivor says, yeah, man, he pulled the tickets, trigger for 2 tickets. Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. But yeah, have fun, dude. And tell Darren I say hi. Hope they're doing good. Tell Mom, send them well wishes for him and his family. Dude, honestly, the SF show honestly still feels like yesterday. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like the Yoitoiki. Like I feel like that just happened yesterday for some reason. Like I remember it like so vividly. And Subideo, Rosa say later to voice stream, hell yeah. And William, hey, how's it going, William? Good to see you. How you doing, William? How's your Thursday going, William? And Zaku says, yeah, I feel that. Just smack down like we're wrestling. If I could end. Friends, me and absolute beats like again. Alright, cool. Finally got this one all taped up. That was a lot for some reason. Okay, let's pull up the shipping thing. Yeah, so we did the Jermaine update. Oh, and the title of the stream is called We Hit a New Record because thanks to this launch, plus just January's always been good, but we hit an all-time sales record for a month for Groovy Kaiju, so let's go, hey, hell yeah. So thanks everyone for supporting, I appreciate it, for real. Yeah, so it's been cool, because now January 2026 is the best month it's ever been for Groovy Kaiju. So yeah, thanks y'all, I appreciate it. Yay, congrats. Yeah, I said we because I genuinely feel like Groovy Kaiju is like all of us, like we all contribute to it. Yeah, I mean even just with the ideas, like literally 5 seconds ago, we were like, yo, we gotta do this. So like, yeah, so we did it. We hit an all-time sales record. But thank you, Roses, for the yay, congrats. And Zaku says, I want to go back up to SF again soon. The middle-aged ladies are fine as hell up there. Whoa. I mean, hell yeah, dude. That's a comedy. I didn't expect that to be the reason why. But, William says, good sub, just listen to the Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young So Far album. Oh, nice, dude. That's cool. That sounds like a good time, William. And Zaku says, we the best music. Another one. Yeah, no, for real. And Superdeo says, nice. With all the Groovy Kaiju, hell yeah. All the emotes, thank you, Superdeo. So yeah, so I'm super hyped. All right, now I gotta print out Marco's first packing slip, because I got 2 of them. What's funny though is I made this song during I called it Sweet Life because I made this because I was like, I think I was in Portland when I made this song, because I was like doing like a work trip, and I was at like some hotel, and they were like, we're not like normal hotels, we're like hip and trendy. So like, you know, and I think I might have mentioned this before, actually. I'm sorry if I did, but you know, in like Looney Tunes, when Bugs Bunny's taking a bath and he has that like certain tub where he's like la da dee la dee doo la dee da, like the ones with the clawfoot, they had one of those big ass tubs in the bathroom. Like it took up like 90% of the bathroom was like this big ass Looney Tunes tub. And I was like, what is going on here? And then I made the song, I think as soon as I got back from that trip. Because I remember taking like a bunch of pictures of like the window and stuff, and it was raining in Portland then. So I don't know, it just, that song, every time I was like, dude, I captured that one night so perfectly. But like, I can't hear the song and not think of that. But yeah. And I think I mentioned it before too, but dude, when I was like an intern at Amazon, they had me live in a hotel for a whole month. So I really was like Sweet Life and Zack and Codying it for a cool minute. I was like, dang, I'm in the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. But it kind of sucked though, because like, you know, like the cleaning ladies didn't understand that like, hey, look, like I have to live in this room. So like I had to leave my room every day. Like even on the weekends, I couldn't like just like hang out. So I'd like wake up by like noon to get out of the house to just find something to do so they could clean my room so they can get paid. You know what I mean? It was kind of weird. So would not recommend living the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody actually, because it's kind of annoying. And then I think it was like 5. And then William says, I love the Aviscerall Monsters re-release, but I do have something to talk to you about. I'll email you tonight. All right, cool. Yeah, William. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm glad to hear you like the re-release. Thanks for letting me know, William. I appreciate it. Oh, that's how it is in Japan with the capsule hotels? Oh, you have to wake up by a certain time at the capsule? I mean, that kind of makes sense. But I kind of want to do a night at capsule. I never did the capsule hotels when I was in Japan. I kind of want to try it just because what's it called? I should look up some videos because I've always wanted to, but at the same time I'm like, this isn't. It sounds fun, but I feel like when I get there, I'm like, this sucks. You know what I mean? Like if it was like all like, you know, if I was like trying to do a cheap Japan trip, then like, yeah, why not? But I don't know, but I feel like, cause I don't know, what if like someone snores? You know what I mean? Something like that. I don't know. And Rosa says they had a good opportunity to fake the cleaning, but it sounds like they insisted over their job. No, probably, yeah. Yeah, because a lot of it was like, a little bit was language barrier, but a lot of it was just like, you know. Yeah, I should have figured that out. I should have been like, hey, look, just pretend like you cleaned it, and if they ask me, I'll say that you did. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't like able to like, I don't know, like, you know, just play. If I wanted to stay home for the day and play video games at the time, I couldn't. I had to like leave. But it was cool though, because I got to explore Seattle because of it. So I like really understood. I know Seattle really well now. Yeah, I feel like Seattle's like low-key my second home. I don't know why, but every time I'm out there, I'm like, yep. I'm meant to be out here, but I would want to live out there at the same time. It's really weird. Like every time I visit, I'm like, yes, I'm at my second home, but I want to go back to my real home. This makes sense. But yeah. What else did I want to bring up? Oh, I remember. Yo, what? Oh wait, 1 second. I saw something. Watch. Is it gonna work? Oh, there it is. Hey! Thank you, Chris with Lag. I appreciate you stopping by. And I appreciate the Prime sub. Thank you so much. It means a lot. For real, for real. Thank you. But what's it called? And then William asked, hey, you got any updates on the other vinyl printing you want to send me? Let me check. Because I'm still waiting for the vinyl people to, what's it called? Like be unbacklogged. Because they said the last update was January 17th. We are currently running 14 days delayed for all vinyl records. All other products, including CD, are not delayed. And they said during the holiday period, we're no longer accepting picture and color vinyls. So, William, my plan was, unless you want just a normal black vinyl, I could order for you one right now, but then it's going to come a little delayed. But I was kind of hoping that, I mean, the holidays are over, so I'm hoping that I could still send you the picture vinyls, because I like made the whole picture vinyl for you. I couldn't put the order in. So yeah, if anything, when you email me tonight, William, we could talk about it. Because yeah, I do owe you. Well, I owe you a vinyl for the Monster Kingdom from December, and then I'm gonna owe you one again in March. So pretty much I'm like, ah. So yeah. But yeah, that's what I want to send you, was like the custom vinyls. But yeah, we can talk about it over email whenever you get a chance. But Chris with Lag said, what up, man? I got my package from you about a week ago, and I'm loving all of it. Much appreciate you. Hey, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. I'm glad to hear it all made it safe and sound. Thanks for letting me know. And I appreciate you as well, Chris with Lag. But how's your Thursday going too, by the way, dude? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. But yeah, William, if you get it, whenever you get the chance to email me, we can talk about it. And William says, I could wait, no rush. Okay, cool. But yeah, when you send that email, I mean, I'll send you more details about it too, then. Because I don't know, I want to send you the picture vinyl, because it just looks so much more cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, and my bad too, because like when I planned the whole vinyl shipping thing, like they were like, yeah, we could support that, and then like, I guess like the holiday season must have been really busy this year or something. But Chris with Lag says, oh, it could always be better, but in terms of like how their day's going. But I can't complain. How's your Thursday? Hey, dude, glad to hear it could always, I mean, I feel you on that, dude. It always could be better, but I'm glad to hear you can't complain. I feel you on that. How's your Thursday? It's going good, dude. So I woke up. I'm moving this week, so pretty much I just spent like the first half of today just like doing moving stuff, and then dropped off some orders, and then I came back home, made some chicken and rice, ate it like as fast as I possibly could, and then now we're streaming. So yeah, today's going pretty all right. I always wish I could like slow down time just so I could like take my time with things, but I'm always just like, ah. So you know what I mean? So but at the end of the day, I can't complain either. So yeah, you get what I'm saying. No, I'll get this one like this. But yeah, now we're giving Marco a plushie and a bunch of goodies. Windows living, bop bop. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Dude, it's funny too because I have to buy such big rolls of bubble wrap. Like this is how big. Like it's literally like as big as it's as big as the screen makes it look. If that makes sense. These are humongous, and we be going through them though. And I think we have about like 20 plushies left. I gotta figure out how to like move the camera one day. I'd love to show y'all, but like we just got like a big old pile over there. Like they're all in a bag. But yeah, yo, atomic CDN? Either way, atomic something. Oh, atomic NDN. I don't know, I can't read. How you doing, Atomic? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. How's your Thursday? But Crystal Black says, yeah, breather's always welcome. Moving sucks, so I feel your stress. Good luck. Thank you, dude. Yeah, moving. It's actually, this move so far hasn't been too bad because I'm just moving down the street. So that's making it a little bit easier, but it is like a lot of it is a lot of stress though, I ain't gonna lie. But yo, A-OK, dude, good to see you. How you been? Is this a lifetime supply of bubble wrap? I mean, honestly, this will last me like 2 weeks tops for all the shipping stuff we do. Probably like a week, to be honest, if that. So, but it feels like a lifetime supply of bubble wrap. Like if I wasn't doing everything I'm doing, it would be a lifetime supply. But how you doing, A-OK? It's been a little bit. How's your Thursday going? How's the family and everything? And yeah, my bad, I haven't been on Twitch as much myself. I've been just mega busy, dude. I'm moving. I don't know if I told you that, but I'm moving. So a lot of it's just been like getting ready to move and stuff like that when I'm not like streaming myself. See, this guy's gonna go in here. Oh, India. It's a Native American thing. Oh, okay, sick. Well, that's sick, Atomic. Hell yeah. Yeah, my girlfriend's Dene. So that's dope. And but thanks for stopping by, Atomic. Oh, and Rosa says to hydrate. I got you. I actually filled up my water bottle just to hydrate. But William says now I'm listening to Selena Gomez's Revelation Spanish album. Hell yeah. Yeah, honestly, Selena Gomez kind of slept on. I hate to admit it. Oh, I hate to admit it, but one of my like guilty pleasure songs is the Selena Gomez song that's like, I love you like a love song, baby. Dude, the beat for it's like so weird too. It's like a womp, womp, womp. It's like hella funny. But I absolutely love that song, I'm not gonna lie. So that's awesome, William. But A-OK says, man, I've been well, thanks. Family doing great. And no need to apologize. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you, man. I appreciate you understanding. I'm glad to hear the family's doing great. And I commend you for working hard and moving into your new place soon. Thank you. Yeah. And I do keep up with your well, thank you for the commend, is it commention the right word? I don't know. But I appreciate the kind words either way. And but I do keep up with all your Instagram and your clips and stuff. I saw the clip of someone put in Ice JJ Fish for the R&B night. I thought that was pretty funny. He does the cat daddy and stuff in the music video. So I still be keeping up with you, even if it's not on Twitch. Ooh. So we got that, and then we got to put a bunch of stickers into this for Marco. Yeah, but what else was I gonna bring up? There's all kinds of stuff I want to talk to y'all about today. Dun, 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 dun. And then AOK says, I've been most busy on the Purple app with music mashups and video edits. Other than that, working and freezing my tail off outside. I feel that, dude. Because are you getting hit by the ice storm? Because the ice storm, dude, people have been coming in here and telling some like wild stories. I'm in Arizona, so like we've never seen snow, I don't think, out here. Unless you're in northern Arizona, then it does actually snow. But you get what I'm trying to say. It's wild. I mean, it like never snows, but just some of the stories I've heard, people pop in and are just like, what the heck? And like someone even sent in like some photos of like what it looks like over by them, and I'm like, dude, it's just like winter wonderland, dude. I forgot to set my iPad with the chat. But Chief Ojo, my bad. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, your Monster Tape CD just came in for me today, and I love it. Hey, I'm so glad to hear, dude. Thank you so much for grabbing it, and I'm glad to hear you're loving it. And yeah, dude, I appreciate you. And thanks for taking time to listen to it too. You know, I know sometimes people would like impulse buy it, and they're like, I'll check it out. But thanks for taking time to listen to it. I'm glad to hear you're loving it. Oh, whoa. My bad. I'm trying to set up the chat so I can read it over there. Woohoo. Wee. AOK says, it's been in the 20s and 30s with freezing cold winds. Dude, that's wild. That's rough. Well, I hope y'all are surviving okay and staying warm. But nope, we dodged the ice and snowstorm. Okay, sick. I'm down here in the middle of Georgia near Robbins Air Force Base. Okay, sick. Dope. Well, I'm glad to hear it dodged y'all too, because I think it dodged us by like a state, barely. But I'm glad to hear that it dodged y'all okay. Because yeah, I'd have been like, oh hell no. You know what I'm saying? If it was me. But I don't know why, but I've been like getting lots of like history videos recently in my like algorithm and all that for like Instagram, YouTube, and all that. And I found out that a lot of like Mexican mariachi music actually is like, in terms of like the rhythms, it's like very heavily West African influenced because of like just like the slave trade and stuff. A lot of like the polyrhythms that are in like mariachi from like, you know, the guitars and stuff like that, it all came from like the slaves that brought in like Western African polyrhythms. And I just thought that was really interesting because low-key, Mexican music be slapping. I'm like, this stuff slaps. You know what I mean? And I was like, am I culturally appropriating? I'm like, no, actually. Hey, now it makes sense why I like it. Because me and like a lot of my family listen to it. In fact, my brother, one of his closest friends, who like honestly like low-key lived with me and my family for a hot second, he dead ass like will drive around town, not Mexican at all, but will blast Mexican music in his car because he's like, yo, this stuff's really good. And now I'm like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, there is some link. There is some reason why, some like cultural thing that's going on. Why I would like this. Not that you have to be like from a certain culture to like it, but you know what I mean? It just makes a lot more sense now. So I was like, hell yeah. And William says, hey, I'm in Northeast Georgia and we got a 1/2 inch of ice 2 weeks ago and 6 inches of snow last weekend. Oh wow, dude, that's a lot. Yeah, so maybe it's maybe you just got parts of Georgia then for the ice storm stuff. Maybe AOK is in like the safer section. Or like safer in terms of like less snow. And AOK says, lo hehe, I dream to learn and listen to more Mexican music, not the reggaeton commercial music. Yeah, exactly. You like the older stuff, dude, kind of be slapping. Some of the newer stuff is sick too, like El Sonanito, dude. Like the dee 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 dee. Oh, dude. Like it takes, you know, I mean, like there's been, I've played a lot of shows, and I'm like, dude, I can't be the guy to play it, but I hope somebody does. You know what I mean? At like an anime show, that shit would go crazy. So at least in LA, that shit would go bonkers. So yeah, but it was just a cool little history thing I learned, and I was like, hell yeah, dude. I know it. But yeah, now I was saying, I bring it up too because like last time I found out that Spanish rice actually is like very similar to jollof rice from like Nigeria and all that, and I was like, oh, what? Because I don't know if y'all ever watch like, I listen to a lot like Afrobeat sometimes too, and sometimes they'll like have songs like jollof rice or like just there's memes. I'll see like lots of like memes of people from Africa that are like, my jollof rice is the best, and stuff like that. I can't do a Nigerian accent, but you know what I mean? So it's been cool to be like, oh shit, I technically have had like a slight variation on it already. But yeah. So that's super sick. Dun, 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 dun. And I don't know if you also saw too, but I just saw earlier, Fiverr posted a new reel about what's it called? All of their music stuff they got going on, and they were also like, "Yep, I'm doing full-time music, and this shit is hard." So, I mean, it's been super nice to see Fiverr be so transparent about everything. It's been so shouts out to Fiverr, dude. William says, hey, okay, get with Groovy sometimes, send me an email sometimes. Didn't know anyone else was Georgia, knew about him. Yeah, low-key, for sure. Yeah, okay, if you ever, looking for more Groovy Kaiju people in Georgia, you hit up William. Or hit me up to connect you with William, I guess. But, yeah, surprisingly, dude, low-key, I don't know, I feel like we're all, like, in the cut. Because, I'm not gonna lie, William, like, a lot of people like my stuff. There's a lot of people that, like, get my stuff. But, I think we're all kind of, like, I don't know. Like, I was even talking to someone the other day where they were like, yeah, I was at the store and like someone just happened to have their phone open and they're like, oh, you like Groovy Kaiju? They're like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I think I just, what's it called? I think, I don't know. What I find interesting is, like, for example, if you were to ask someone like, who's your favorite, like, I don't know, future funk artist? I know most people would say like Night Tempo and stuff like that. Because I think it's just like, I probably just don't come to people's mind first. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not first of mind. But if you were like, oh yeah, Groovy Kaiju, like, oh yeah, I love Groovy Kaiju, but they wouldn't like think. I don't know. That's what I've noticed. Which I'm not complaining about. I just found it like, oh. Because like there's lots of artists I like that I wouldn't just immediately be like, oh, you gotta listen to them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to think about a good example. Like Zach Vieri. Like, I wouldn't ever talk about Zach Vieri unless someone happened to be like, yo, do you like Zach Vieri? You know what I mean? But it doesn't mean I like Zach Vieri any less. In fact, Zach Vieri is probably one of my favorite artists of all time. If that makes sense. I don't know. But yeah, we got Groovy Kaiju fans all over, thankfully. So that's pretty cool. And Subadeo with the emotes and wishing the best for Fiverr. Yeah, Roses. Yeah, same here. No, Fiverr's doing good though. I mean, all in all, you just, do music's hard. You know what I mean? So it's been cool to see them like also express like this shit is not easy. So I'm more just like kind of shouting out thank you to them for being transparent, I guess. But yeah. So I want to talk about the polyrhythms. What else did I want to bring up? Oh, what was adorable is what was like wild. Speaking of other people like Groovy Kaiju, I just looked up Groovy Kaiju on Threads, like the new Instagram Twitter app, essentially, and someone like posted a picture of like their baby on Threads, and they were like, I listened to exclusively Groovy Kaiju while they were in the womb, and now they're here. And I'm like, oh shit, that's so crazy. So yeah, so that was like the sweetest thing I've read, is that someone was listening, someone's baby grew up, was developed in their stomach to my music. You know what I mean? Like they were like, Mozart? Nah. Groovy Kaiju, put the headphones on the belly. You know what I mean? I was like, oh. So yeah. He said they're and as now that they're like out of the womb and stuff, like a an actual normal baby. What's it called? They're like, yeah, and they love the music now that they're like a baby too. Like I said, like they smile when they put it on and stuff. I'm like, oh. I said the baby's name's Charisma, so Charisma, if you ever see this, I don't know, when you're an adult, thank you for liking my music as a baby. But Simply Dale says, Fiber made part of my 2025. Gonna support for sure. Hell yeah. Yeah, Sam, I gotta connect with them. But I know they're like equally as busy. You know what I mean? So yeah. I'd be like, yo, man, we're kind of in this together. Like, what's up? So yeah. Oh my lord. Made a horrible decision. Okay, there we go. Nope. There we go. I think this should be plenty. Yeah, there we go. And then, yep. And then I'll slip them motherfucking one of these. And then what else should I slip Marco? Oh, I don't got anything else to slip him. Okay, well. I got nothing else to slip. There we go. But yeah, what else I want to bring up with y'all? Oh yeah, I told you about the Beyblades last time. Also, what's wild too is there's like a rapper named LaRussell who was like, pretty much they built their whole thing off of like being independent, and they just signed to a label, and I was like, oh shit. It's like one of like the #1 independent artists of all time signed to a label, and I'm like, oh shit. What does that mean, dude? But also, with the current like state of everything, the label they signed to was Jay-Z's label, and I was like, I chose the wrong time to sign to Jay-Z's label, bro. Like it signed to a label is already like, oh, huh, that's interesting, but Jay-Z's label is like, oh, I don't know, man. That one maybe wasn't the move, given the current climate of everything. But that was kind of funny how that worked out. Oof, yeah, bad timing, exactly. All right, cool. We just gotta print out Marco's other shipping label, and then we're good to go. Then it gets a lot more chill after this. And then what's I want to bring up? Yeah, so that happened. And I told you about the Beyblades already. Oh wait, yeah, I remember there was like a whole video I wanted to tell y'all about. Do y'all like Adam Neely on YouTube by any chance? He's like a bass player. He does like, he's like an actual, for lack of better words, damn, this is gonna sound terrible, but he's an actual musician, which is like crazy to say, but like pretty much he like actually went to music school. You know what I mean? Like he's like not classical. I don't know, but he plays bass. Like, so he's like classically trained and knows how to play bass, like bass guitar. He's a YouTuber. But what's hella funny though, before I even get into it, I love his videos, but what's comedy is I mentioned them before, but Nrail, I remember once like ratioed him on Twitter because I think there was like a big discussion where Just Dynamic Shroud like sampled some song. It's almost like trying to figure out what key the song was in, but since it's all like time stretched, like it becomes microtonal. Like the key doesn't really matter at that point, because like it's not technically on like a standard Western like key, you know what I mean? So anyways, I don't know. I'm getting a little nerd music talk, like, you know, music theory talk. Anyways, so Adam Neely was like, I guess, chimed in to the whole discussion, and you know, it was like, oh well, technically, you know, because of this, and like, you know, he's just trying to help. But then Andrel took it upon him to make a video that was like him in his studio making vaporwave, and he was like, should I slow this down to F sharp or B flat or something, you know, something like that. And then he was like, you know what, I'm gonna go with the F sharp, and because like technically that was like the wrong choice, or like the wrong, it was like something silly, right? But then it fades into like a whole like apocalypse like video where it's like, oh shit, Andrel has chosen to use B flat. It's like the world's like imploding. It's like a news report, and he's just like, oh fuck, why did he do this? The world is ending. Kind of like making fun of like the fact that everyone was like tripping out about this whole like change, this like decision about like just the time stretch. I don't know. This probably isn't funny, but it was fucking funny in the time. And then Adam Neely was just like, nice meme, sir. Like, never replied to him ever again. Anyways, he's a good YouTuber. Yo, what's up, Romcoms? Good to see you. How you doing? How's your Thursday? So this happens, right? Anyways, so Adam Neely just made a video about like AI music that I really liked, because they kind of just went over like the future of music and stuff, and like his opinions, and it was really nice to see. But what was really nice too was that the guy who's making Suno, was like the AI thing, he was like pretty much chopping up a lot of his interviews, and the thing he kept saying was like, hell yeah, music is just like a video game. We're trying to make like music consumption experiences, and I don't know, it was just really goofy. The guy's just kind of goofy. He's like, I'm trying to make making music into a video game that anyone can do, and it's like, yeah, I could see that, I guess. But what's funny though is that Adam Neely was like, everyone who makes AI music, like, who are your favorite AI music artists? And they were like, I don't have a favorite AI music artist. I only listen to my own AI music. You know what I mean? Because like the fundamental theory was like, everyone's just going to generate art for other people to listen to, but like the point of, for like a lot of the AI artists, is to like make music that is personalized to them, if that makes sense. I don't know. AI music's crazy, dude. But I would recommend the video if anyone's interested in all of this. It's called Suno AI Music in the Bad Future. It's like an hour and a half long though, but I was just eating food the whole time. I was like, hell yeah. But it was a pretty good nuanced dive into like everything going on with it, so I really appreciated that. And another big point of it all though was that like AI music can never like replace live music, especially the community of live music. And it just was like a big reminder of like, bro, I gotta learn how to play piano, dude. I really need to, I want to learn how, because I feel like that'd be so sick. I want to play Orca live, like a, you know, if I could just play Orca Adventure like on an actual piano, fuck, dude. Every stream would be start off with me just playing Orca on piano, because that would be so sick. So yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, Aber, if you're still here, I'm gonna do your order now. Oh wait, I gotta give Marco their tracking links. But yeah, I'm about to do your order, Aber, if you're still here. Jim Rosa says AI will never capture how magical live music is. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, so this one is the vinyl first, so it'll be boom, boom. Mark as fulfilled. Oops. Where'd it go? Okay, here we go. Then boom, 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 boom. Sick. And then, yeah, I agree 100%, Roses. Just because, I don't know, live music is just something about like bringing, I think it's mostly like just bringing people together. It's just like such a beautiful thing. You know, whenever I say that, I always think of the Mac Miller Tiny Desk where he's like, music, it's such a beautiful thing, man. It's such a beautiful, music's such a beautiful thing. He's like messing around, but I don't know. R.I.P. Mac Miller, dude. But I 100% agree, Roses. Like, I'll never forget, I will never ever forget going to Econ and like listening to St. Pepsi with 3D Blast. Oh, dude, that shit was so sick. But Simply Dale says, me on piano, Frank on sax, and Fiber on guitar. That would be a crazy band, dude. That would be so sick. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to see that happen one of these days. But I like the idea. Did I tell you that Simply Dale, once me and Frank played a show together, like essentially I was his DJ. Like, so he just brought his sax. Because a lot of his shit, some of his sets, he'll just like play like a one long WAV file. Like, so he'll just play one file and then play sax over the entire file and like sing and stuff. So it was like that. But since I have my whole like little like live SP404 kind of setup deal, he like gave me his long WAV file and I just like did effects on top of that. So I would do like filter sweeps over his like sax solo and everything. It sounded so sick. And Frank was like, we should do this again sometime. I was like, I know, right? And then we never did it again. But Frank said they're gonna come visit me soon, so maybe Frank will ask for the assist. I'll be his DJ real quick or something. But Romcom says, great here. Oh, I'm glad to hear yours is going great, Romcoms. Was in Miami on a cruise over the weekend. Oh, sick, hell yeah. Dude, that sounds like so much fun. How was the cruise, Romcom? How was the food on the cruise? So I've heard the food can be real hit or miss. But Skyer says, I can only read music and write it. For some reason, trying to read and play destroys my brain. Yeah, that's the thing, Skyer. I don't think I could. I don't know. As of right now, I don't think I could. My brain could do it either. But that's cool. You can read music, dude. I never learned how to read music. I never learned how to like read tab. But even then, like tab, you don't know the timing of it. You have to know the song already to like read tab. Whereas if you read music, you can just like play it just straight. Oh, Kareem, dude. Hi, Kareem. How you doing? I was telling about how about my Beyblades earlier, dude. Yeah, Kareem is the friend with I was telling I go visit for the Beyblades. Just gotta want to, yeah. I mean, one of these days. I was talking earlier that I want to learn how to play piano. But yeah. Real quick, William says, now listening to Jennifer live and the Groove Revival, or Jennifer Lynn and the Groove Revival. That's so sick. I'll have to look that up, William. Yeah, William be listening to some of the good stuff. William has like a really good music taste. All kinds of stuff. Like they sent me like some really like older like OG electronic musicians that are like really, really dope. But Romcom says, playing some Stumble Guys with my boy. Okay, sick. Hell yeah, dude. Yes. Is Stumble Guys the same as Fall Guys? Or is that a different game? Stumble Guys sounds so familiar, dude. Why does it sound so familiar? But somebody else says, that actually sounds so cool. Dude, honestly, it was. And I remember afterwards, my buddy who asked us to play was like, dude, that was like one of the best sets I've seen in a while. I feel like I just called him the biggest favor. And I was like, low-key, yeah. Low-key, yeah. But no, it was the homie Clopsy. We played, because they like, I think their partner does Duck Girl. But they like, pretty much like, they do like really big event stuff, like for filmed events. So like pretty much like, I remember they worked for the Super Bowl one year. Like that's what their company does. And they let them throw a show once a year to like locate, like showcase like local talent and stuff. And they had me and Frank come and play for like their show. And yeah, it was super sick. Yeah, I'm glad you actually brought that up, Simply Dale, because Loki, I should have Frank, because we should do that again. It was actually like a lot of fun. And it was really cool. Because like Frank and I had talked about touring together in the past and stuff like that, but it just never kind of worked out, like money-wise. Because like, yeah, not even like money-wise, but just, I don't know, like time and money. Because like the money stuff we kind of maybe figured out, but it's also like the timing of it all. But Romcom says, was on the MSCC side, great food and great crew. Awesome, dude. That's sick. Yeah, maybe one of these days I'll try a cruise. I'm kind of like scared though. I'm like, I don't know. I also don't like the idea of like being stuck in the ocean. I don't know why that terrifies me. I'm like, oh hell no, dude. And Rosa says, some guys similar to Fall Guys, so maybe that's why it's familiar. Okay, sick. Well, I'm glad I'm not like tripping. Thank you, Roses. I'm glad here I didn't just like make that up. But yeah, some video. But yeah, I guess speaking of that, touring with Frank. Yeah, I remember we talked about it like right when we started Crystal. It was like something I was like talking to Frank about a little bit. But I mean, again, don't let me talk on Frank's behalf. But it was something we talked about a little bit. But the big part of it was like, I didn't want to like, I don't know. Now I've like grown past this, but I didn't want to like make a bunch of promises I couldn't keep, and I didn't want to like, what's it called? Keeping it real. I guess keeping it real. A big thing is early on is that like Frank has been like, I guess in general, like my friends that were like already successful artists before me, I didn't ever want to like loop them into stuff I was doing because I didn't want them to think like I was only their friend because they were a bigger artist. So I had a lot of friends that have had that happen to them, or because they were a big artist, like people were like, oh my god, we should be best friends. And I was like, no, I'm trying to show you that I actually like you for you, not just because you know. In pursuit of like trying to show that respect, I think I maybe like shot us both in the foot. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like I like what's it called? Made it so that we both lost out on the opportunity, if that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. I guess better late than never, right? So I don't know, maybe one of these days. Because yeah, Simply I totally would be down to. That sounds like a fun time. You got my brain working, Simply Deo, and I appreciate it. And now William says, hey guys, what he didn't tell you is my taste ranges from the golden eras of music, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Definitely. Yeah, it's just the one I remember the most, William, is like, I forgot the name of the band, but I remember it was like one of the early electronic artists. And so yeah, but yeah, William, you got really good music taste, like ranges all over. Yeah, 60s, 70s, and 80s, and even modern stuff too. Like some of the modern stuff you sent me was really good. And Zaku says, I see, don't have to deal with any of that because everyone hates the crew I run with, and I ain't shit. No, you is shit, man. You're an actually touring DJ. What do you mean? What are you talking about, dude? Oh, I forgot to see who the person I just... Well, this is Deshaun's. Well, I'll double check just to make sure. And then, but yeah, Zaku, you're good, dude. And plus, you know, you could always like, I'm sure you'll figure it out. Yeah, that's who I thought it was. But nah, man, you are super sick, Zaku. Do not be mean to yourself. I refuse the Zaku 86 slander. How dare you talk bad about Zaku 86 even though it's yourself? There will be no Zaku slander on this stream, Zaku. But Subideo says, I get you there, just trying to be conscious, don't want to overstep us all. Yeah, exactly. But also too, I just feel like, I don't know, like it can get confusing sometimes when like work in personal relationships, you know what I mean? Even it doesn't even have to be like a music thing. It could even just be like, you know, when you like become friends with your boss, it gets like awkward, you know? Because it gets like real like murky if like, oh, are we friends because we work together, or are we friends because like we actually think we're cool? You know what I mean? So yeah, so I was trying to like show that to a lot of people early on. So yeah, if that makes sense. And somebody else says, hey, if anything happens between now and then, I'm happy to see hope to see the result. Oh yeah, dude. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah. Frank just told me, funny enough, that they're gonna visit in like March, so I think I can bring it up to them then. So I know Frank's been wanting to tour for a minute. They kind of have been touring low key. Like I see, like every time I open Instagram, it's like I'm in like the Midwest in some random state playing a show. I'm like, hey, hell yeah. But yeah. What was also sick though is, do y'all like Shark Work? Have you heard of Shark Work? I'm pretty sure that's his name. If it's not Shark Work, I'm gonna feel so bad. I almost said Shark Boy. And I was like, wait, that's probably what, if I got it wrong, it's because I always think of Shark Boy. Like Shark Boy and Lava Girl. But yeah, it is Shark Work. Yeah, Shark Work is they're like a, what's it called? Like a Frutiger Arrow artist, and they make like aquatic drum and bass. Their Instagram account is so sick, dude. It's always just like videos of like Echo the Dolphin and like Rave Race. And their stuff is pretty cool. It's like kind of like Ichi stuff if it was like more chill and more aquatic. But anyways, yeah, they hit me up because I guess they're gonna play a festival in Fresno, and they're like, bro, you trying to like work together on this? And I was like, dude, if I was still in California, I'd be so down. I'm trying to play a show with Shark Work, dude. That'd be so sick. And they can play piano. So I'm like, dude. But as Zaku says, I thought that fool was still on tour. Frank keeps busy. Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, it feels like he's always on tour, right? That's okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one that feels that way. Sick. But yeah. But we shall see, dude. Yeah, I don't know, but this year started off so wild. I'm like, dude, I feel like at this point, because of how crazy January was, I'm like, anything could happen this year, dude. I feel like anything could happen this year. And somebody else says, I know the guy that's at Nightfall played MagFest at E2. I think so. I know he's played MagFest a couple times. But I think this MagFest, I know a few of the homies couldn't make it. Like I know like Midnight Drift couldn't. So I don't know if he did this year. But I know Fiber did for sure. I know he had like the super sick like mask set up with like the jewelry on the mask. But yeah, I don't think Frank made it out this year. Might have. I don't know. I'll ask him when I see him. But also what was sick because I went to the gym last night because I have a buddy and they like low-key got a girlfriend, so since then they've been like, yeah, I've been busy, and I'm like, okay, well. You know what I mean? Like when your homie gets a girlfriend, it's like, well, all right, well, I don't know when I'll see you next, but you know what I mean? So yeah. But I guess they like went to the gym without me one time, and I guess he said that like another guy, which I'm like, were you trying to replace me the one time I go to the gym to you? But he said like another guy who like was about my height, also had dreadlocks, I guess like started talking to him randomly. So I'm like, I don't know if you're trying to replace me or not. Anyways, I'm making a joke. But I guess the guy was like, oh, I'm also an artist, so you should follow me on Instagram. So he was like, yeah, so I made another friend who looks similar to you and is also an artist. And I'm like, how the hell? I'm like, you really try to replace me, dog? It's crazy. But low-key, I think the guy was just trying to like farm Instagram followers at the gym. Because he was like, you should follow me because I have like 10,000 followers. And he was like, okay. You know what I mean? So yeah. So that was a little silly. But then after the gym too, I was like, I'm trying to get food afterwards, and I forgot, like, I probably should have told him beforehand, because then we couldn't, like, we both took our own cars, so they became awkward. And he was like, you want to just eat french fries at my house? And I was like, yeah, sure. We went to the gym. And then afterwards, I just went to his place, and we ate air fryer french fries. It was so wholesome, dude. Dun, 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 dun. Let me find Ted. Oh, I gotta fix this. But William says, did you hear that Sharon Osbourne wants to resurrect Ozfest and wants to include all genres, not just limited to metal? That's super awesome. That's cool because, like, you know, just trying to carry on the legacy and everything. That's awesome. And all genres would be super sick. I'd be stoked to see what genres they add, William. Sounds like a really fun time. I said, Windows this chill guy, honestly. Yeah, exactly, dude. That's one thing. I feel like everyone should have that one friend that's just like a chill guy. Because it keeps you humble, you know what I mean? It keeps you, like, keeps you grounded. Like, everyone just needs a friend that's just like, yeah, bro, I'm just trying to, like, eat french fries and play Xbox Live. You know what I mean? Keeps you in check. Because life gets a little too wild sometimes. It's like, you know what, man? How you doing, bro? It's like, you know me, chilling. So, yeah. I'm trying to think if I have any other, like, mega chill friends. I can think of on the top of my head. But yeah, what else did I want to bring up to y'all? Oh yeah, I was watching a video about you know how they, like, big companies will, like, hide all their, like, stuff in, like, shell companies to, like, avoid taxes. Yeah, so I've been watching lots of, like, videos about history, a lot of videos on economics, dude. But so this is one of my economy videos I like watching. But I was, like, trying to pretty much break down about how companies, like, hide money in, like, shell companies in order to, like, out in, like, the Cayman Islands in order to, like, avoid taxes. And it's, like, pretty funny. Because, like, I guess, like, one of the requirements is that you need to have, like, an address in order to, like, register the company in those islands. And that building must display the name of your company on the building. So they were saying that, like, yeah, there's companies in the Cayman Islands that'll have, like, 18,000 businesses registered to them. And it'll just be, like, business nameplates, like, head to toe on the building, just around the entire building. Just to, like, get, you know, allow for, like, the tax loophole, which is kind of crazy. But it's just funny that there's, like, buildings out there that are just, like, nameplated head to toe. There's all these random companies. And I guess, like, depending on, like, the different what's it called, type of, like, tax evasion you're trying to do, like, a different island's better than others. It's pretty crazy. And William says, hey, you gaming folks, do they still have arcades with stand-up game machines you can put coins in? Yeah, they definitely do. A lot of barcades have them. There's a place in LA called 82 that has, like, a lot of, like, just normal coin operated arcade machines. They're kind of all over. Like, they're not as popular, like, Round One and stuff, like, you know, they're not as popular anymore, but, like, a lot of, like, barcades, like, bars that have arcade machines tend to have them, William. But Flex Clan says, can you ooh woo for me? Ooh woo. What's up, Flex Clan? How you doing, dude? How's your Thursday? And Zaku says, damn, I want to DJ 82 again. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, 82 is, like, such a fun, like, space. I have, like, lots of good memories hanging out there. In fact, I got a funny one. I'm glad I brought this up. Well, I'm glad that we brought this up. Actually, Zaku, how was your 82 experience? I don't think I ever asked about if you like DJing there or not. I could have sworn that it was, like, really hit or miss, depending on, like, the night that you got and stuff. But Rosa says, I want to go to an arcade one of these days. I gotta go to an arcade one of these days. Yeah, I mean, if you ever find the time, I definitely recommend it. They're super mega fun. Oh yeah, but my 82 story. So, like, I guess for those not from LA, 82 is, like, a barcade in, like, Little Tokyo. And it's kind of like the number one, in my opinion, like, probably my favorite bar in all of Tokyo. But they have a bunch of arcade games and stuff like that. Well, after Groove Continental, 1 year, so that was it was like the big Young Bay tour that happened in, like, I want to say 2023, maybe 2022. But Moe Shop was one of the people on it. So anyways, the day after the show, Moe Shop played a show. It's like Moe Shop, like, they made the You look so good. You know, I don't know. It's like one of the most popular future funk artists of all time, and they make a lot of like stuff for video games and Japanese anime and stuff like that. But yeah. Anyways, so yeah, they played the tour, and the next day, there was like an after party for like all the people who like in the local scene knew about it, and they're like, "Oh, we have a special guest, yada yada yada," you know what I mean? And then, but they couldn't say who it was, and they just said special guest DJ is Milk, and who it was Moe Shop, because I guess you have to have like a radius clause, so then you can't like, you know, if you sign like to say, "Hey, I'm gonna play this venue," they say, "Hey, you can't play another show in the radius of this venue within like, I don't know, 30 days." So we don't like, you don't detract from your own draw from us. It's kind of, I mean, it's not really messed up. It kind of makes sense, but yeah. So when you do that, essentially, you're not allowed to DJ like another show with your name on the flyer within 30 days. And even then, the whole like secret alias thing is also kind of like a don't do that. Like, you know, if they find out, like you can get in trouble legally. But you know, pretty much this happened, and it was super sick because, you know, I got to go to the show and stuff. This little after party show. And it was run by the homie Jordan. And what's it called? And yeah, I got to meet Moe Shop. And Neon Vectors also played, if you're familiar. So I met Neon Vectors there. Oh, but real quick, Zaku says the first time we DJ'd at 82, everybody was tripping out because we brought a CRT and a projector. The whole spot was stoked on it. The second time we DJ'd, some dork ass weenie was like, "Yeah, we don't normally do stuff like that," and told us to take everything down like a like a bitch. Damn, that's a bummer, dude. I remember that you said like there was some kind of like weirdness about it. Well, I'm glad the first time went good, and like, you know, everyone was like stoked on what y'all were doing. But yeah, that's a dork ass weenies are the worst, dude. I love dork ass weenie. That's so comedy. I hadn't seen those words put together before. Like Weenie Hut Jr. You know, anyways. But yeah, so that's the show was sick because Neon Vectors also played and Moe Shop played. And Neon Vectors, you aren't familiar. Oh, and somebody else says, to see Moe Shop set must have been crazy. I haven't listened to Neon Vectors in a long while now. Yeah, so keeping it real, the Moe Shop set at you know, he actually played like a prop. Rosa says, "You beat me to Weenie Hut Junior, lol." Okay, I'm glad. Yeah, Rosa and I got the same idea. But yeah, he played like a proper Moe Shop set at Groove Continental. But the after party one, I remember he played like a drum and bass remix of "You Look So Good." Like it was like he was just like fucking around. But it was still super sick because it was like you got to see like the weird Moe Shop music taste. You know what I mean? So it was really sick. And Neon Vectors, people be sleeping on her. Her stuff is super sick. But yeah, if y'all aren't familiar, Neon Vectors is also a super dope future funk producer, and she also happens to be Macross A299's girlfriend from Mistaken. So like they're a couple. They're both in Mexico. And everybody says that party sounded awesome. It was pretty sick. Yeah, it was a nice little after party. And like it was like a ticketed thing. It wasn't like I was like invited. Like, oh, I'm a cool guy. It was just like, you know, anyone can come. But yeah. And Zaku says, I met Neon Vectors in Little Tokyo one time. One of her friends sent something about a shirt I was wearing, so I stopped to talk to her in the group she was with. Oh, that's so sick, dude. Hell yeah. That's so dope, Zaku. Yeah, when I talked to her, what's it called? Yeah, she seemed super nice. She was like so cool. So I hope you had a good time talking to her too, Zaku. She was chill. And as somebody else says, I actually just watched the live set of their Evo album today, too, funny enough. Oh, sick, hell yeah. And, wait, what? That's why they have an album together? Yeah, they're dating, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Because there's be like a bunch of times where like Neon Vectors will post a selfie and you'll see him across in the comments like, me and more. You know, be like, my love. So yeah. And not just because of those comments, but like that's what I've heard, and then the comments then confirm that, if that makes sense. I don't know either of them personally, but yeah. But that's what I heard through the grapevine. And Saku said that fool be saying that to everyone. Okay. Yeah. But what was I gonna say? And plus, I'm pretty sure I've seen story posts where like they're like, you know, together, like, and it's all in Spanish, but like I know the Spanish to be like, oh yeah, they're dating. You know what I mean? But anyway, so yeah, so we're going. That's Macross show. All right, we're at the Neon Vectors Moe Shop show, right? Actually, wait, Little Whiff, yo, that's a sick name, dude. How you doing, Little Whiff? How's your Thursday, dog? But yeah, so I'm at this Moe Shop Neon Vector show in LA, right? And what's hella funny is early in the Future Funk days, Moe Shop made like a pretty funny meme of like how to make money after failing music school. And they took a George Benson sample, and it was like low-key a song that I sampled, that I like sampled from a George Benson record that I owned, and he was kind of making fun of the song a little bit, and like pretty much like, yeah, it's a really funny meme. If you have a chance, look up like how to make money after failing music school. And oh, thank you, Ted. This is going to Ted, so shout out to Ted. But yeah, but pretty much Moe Shop made a meme that wasn't making fun of me, but it kind of was a little bit like by a little happenstance, you know what I mean? But real quick, William says, what are you listening to? Sounds like Stevie Nicks on my end. Oh, that song was called Infinity's a Long Time off of my Groovy to the Galaxy album. So, but the voice does kind of sound Stevie Nicksy. I see what you mean, William. Just the way I time stretched it, I could totally see that. But Simply Dale says, is the alternative name for that How to Make Future Funk by any chance? I think that's Frank's video. As Frank made How to Make Future Funk. It might be. That might be the alternative name. Simply Adeo. But yeah. So Moe Shop made that like way back 2016. So then like, you know, now I'm finally meeting him in 2022. And it was hella funny. Because, you know, I'm local. I walk up to him. I'm kind of fit. And like, I think Moe Shop, if I'm not mistaken, they were pretty tall. They were, you know, about my height. They're a little taller maybe. But I was like talking, I'm like, oh, it's so cool to meet you. And they're like, yeah, what's up, man? Good to see you. Yada, yada. And I was like, do you remember that video you made called How to Make Money After Failing Music School? And he was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, yeah, that song was making fun of me. And he like almost spit out his beer, or spit out their beer. And they're like, oh shit, my bad. They thought I was like there to press them on like, yo, fuck you for making a meme about me like 10 years ago. And I was like, no, dude, like, I'm not. Like, I just wanted to be like, I'm the guy that you made him fun of. Like, how you doing? Just to like, you know, kind of, I didn't think it all the way through. That was my problem. Is I didn't think all the way through of like, yo, I don't know. I just try to be like, hey, we know each other technically. You know what I mean? We were both from the same Future Funk scene. But I didn't think it through of like, they might be like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Anyways, but they were super sick. They were cool. And I was talking to them about like early Future Funk, and they're like, dude, like that's crazy. You know my old alias and all that. But I forgot why I brought this. Why I was gonna bring up the story. Oh, it's about 82. Yeah, the thing about 82 at the very end. So yeah. Yeah. But Lil Whiff said, it's been a good day, bro. I remember I tapped in on your stuff a while ago when you did the CD promo. You're a hidden gem for real. Dude, keep up the good work, man. Thank you, Lil Whiff. I appreciate it. I'm glad to hear it's been a good day for you. And thanks for tapping in on my stuff. And I appreciate it, dude. I'm glad to be a hidden gem. I appreciate it. Oh, dude, hell yeah. I said I appreciate it like 10 times, but I really do. I'll definitely give it the good work. You keep up being awesome too, dude. I appreciate you, Little Whiff. Damn, Zaku is gonna get me so bad right now. I said I appreciate you so many times. But I do, Zaku. I do. But Sigma Deo says, Lamau, you had no ill intentions. You didn't know it'd be that reaction. Exactly, yeah. I didn't have any ill intentions. I was like smiling when I said it. And they were like, yeah, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go. You know what I mean? Zaku says he super appreciates. I do though. I do. I can't help it. But oh shit, they got everything. Hell yeah. Shouts out to Naiway, dude. But yeah, so you know, I meet Moe Shop. I got Neon Vectors. I still have it, but I got a tote bag from Neon Vectors. It's like one of my favorite tote bags. And I was like, hell yeah, Neon Vectors, your stuff is dope. People will be sleeping on you. And they were like, oh, thanks. So yeah, Neon Vectors honestly played like a super sick set, and they do their own vocals. So yeah, it was super dope. And then like Moe Shop set was super sick too, and it was a good time. But the reason why I brought up 82 was because after this show was over, a lot of my San Diego homies that also do Future Funk shows came up, so they were there for the show to be like, oh shit, it's Moe Shop, you know what I mean? And I remember my buddy Reese bought a beer from Moe Shop at 82 and like talked to them for a little bit. And then I remember they were like very bittersweet, but like I remember they bought Moe Shop the beer. Moe Shop took one sip and was like, American beer sucks. And then the bar closed and just left the beer and didn't drink the whole thing. But Reese was like, oh my God, I bought Moe Shop a beer and he only took one sip. Or they only took one sip. But they were like, more like, I can't like fangirling. Like, I can't believe I bought Moe Shop a beer. I love them. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't even care. He only took one sip. It was super funny. But it's just like a funny situation, you know what I mean? Because like the show ended super late and the bar closed like 30 minutes after. So it was like the only place you could go after the show. It was a fun night. But yeah, I know Moe Shop is non-binary, so if I say he on accident, I'm sorry. I try to say hey, they as many times as I could. If I'm not mistaken, Fiber always tells me that. So if you aren't Moe, I'm sorry. That's what I heard. But I be hearing lots of things. I be hearing things like across and down vectors are dating. So who knows? Who knows how much of what I know is true or not? But William says, this Jennifer Lynn has a good sound, but she tries to do an Allman Brothers band. Oh, that's cool. You know about Allman Brothers, William. And it don't sound right coming off of it. Out of a girl? Oh, I feel that. Yeah, coming out of a girl. Yeah. Yeah, you know, people are trying different things, William. Everyone was experimenting back then. But that's cool. You know the Allman Brothers band, William. I mean, I'm not surprised, but yeah. Yeah, my girlfriend's one of her favorite artists. Like she grew up listening to Allman Brothers band. And Zaku says, man, I wish it wasn't the homies live stream because I'm scared, Zaku. What would you be unleashing right now? Yo, Gavin Poggins, dude, what's up, dude? Good to see you. How you doing? How's your Thursday? Dude, I see you've been streaming a bunch, dude. I see your posts all the time, dude. I don't know if congrats is the right word, but I respect the grind, dude, of you always streaming, dude. I see your streams all the time. I've been like super busy lately, but I at least see that happening. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, hell yeah. Well, at least your YouTube channel. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's streams, right? But Roses says to hydrate. I got you, Roses. Thank you, Roses. Alright, we need a cassette tape and a CD. William says they were down near Loki and Dwayne Allman died there in Macomb. Yeah. I remember hearing about that. Yeah, it's super sad. I mean, it happened a while ago, no? But yeah. I think it's because my girlfriend is like a family friend of like a family friend, the Allman Brothers band. Some kind of like situation like that, William. So yeah, well, like when they passed, I remember it was like a thing in the family of like, oh no, like, you know, a family friend of a family friend passed away. But Gavin says, yes, sir. Been trying to get back into the flow of things. Usually shoot for 4 streams a week-ish. More if I got free time. I feel that, dude. That's sick, dude. I'm glad to hear that you're streaming and it's going pretty all right. Yeah, congrats on streaming, dog, and being consistent. Because being consistent is the hard part, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure you know. So yeah. All I'm trying to say is I respect the grind, man. That's what's up. And William says, cool deal? Yeah, dude. I'm just going to 9-way. Dun, 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 I don't wanna fall in love. Dun, 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 dun. Will this fit like this? Oh, it will. Okay, cool. Kevin says, my goat, dude. Hell yeah, thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Do y'all like podcasts? Y'all ever listen to podcasts? Is that a thing? I hate to admit it, but I kind of listen to a lot of podcasts. I don't know if I hate to admit it, but you know what I'm trying to say? Because like sometimes I feel like I'm really just listening to two other people talk. But sometimes they be spitting. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think the only podcast I listen to is like Colin Samir. They're like a creator podcast. I don't know, but I'll just like deadass like just watch like YouTube podcasts. I only listen to podcasts on Spotify. The last podcast I listened to on Spotify was Ariana Grande. Talk about her new tour coming up. And William says that plushie on the top shelf makes you want to knock it off the floor. Yeah, I know. Yeah, because it's like kind of hanging off a little bit. But it's chilling. It's hanging out. It's having a good old time. So yeah, William. But I feel you though, William. Yeah. And Skyer says last podcast I listened to was Welcome to Night Vale, and that was a while back. Oh, what's that, Skyer? Is that like a D&D podcast by any chance? Because I heard those are like really popular. It sounds D&D-ish. But Zaku says, I feel you every time I go to a live show, I'm just like listening to somebody play music. True. Yeah, true, Zaku. Actually, you spin with that one. Yeah. That's comedy. That or I can't tell if you're messing with me. But you are spitting though. Specifically Dale says, not really, I can't find it that I got interest in. Yeah, exactly, okay. Yeah, because people always talk about like, yo, podcasts are like the new thing. Everybody listens to podcasts. I'm like, who? And that's the thing is like, I kind of do, but I'm like, I don't know if I would really consider myself a podcast listener though. Okay, Zaku's just I'm being an ass. Okay, that's true. But I guess you put it in perspective though, so I appreciate it. Okay, going to a show really is just like listening to somebody else play music. But Sky says fictional kind of Eldritch news station. I'm probably explaining this badly. Oh no, that's cool. So it's like a radio news station for like a. Is it like a fantasy world then? Is it more like entertainment? Like, oh, we have like a pretend world and we're gonna run a news station for. That's a really sick idea. I could totally imagine getting into that. Oh wait, I should probably put this right here. Oh. And William says the only podcast I actually sat through was one about the Kennedy assassination. And I didn't make it through the full episode. Too impatient to sit there. I feel that, yeah. You gotta be really patient for podcasts, for sure. I've gotten like super good at listening to podcasts on 2x speed though. So whenever I like most YouTube I watch is at 2x speed. I'm kind of like wilding for that, I think. But yeah, because I just be like, yo, I got stuff I gotta listen to. You know what I mean? I got stuff I gotta do. So like. Watch everything 2x speed, and then I run it by YouTube because I watch everything so fast. My brain's operating on 2x. But it's cool you watched the video about the Kennedy assassination, William, because I've been getting more and more into like history videos too myself. So that sounds like something I would be into. I'm not gonna lie. Something I would like totally watch. But Sky says, yeah, one of the fun gimmicks, it was just that the weather segment was just music. That's cool. Yeah, I found out like the Weather Channel actually gets like sampled. Like there's like a particular song from the Weather Channel that gets sampled pretty often. And I was like, oh wow. It was like whenever like a storm's incoming, like the Weather Channel would play a particular song that was like low-key mega banging. I think it was like the same sample was used in like Zelda or something. I don't know, I think someone had sent me the video. Now that I'm saying that, I think think someone recommended me the video a long time ago in the stream. And I'm just now being like, hey, did y'all know this? Watch it. Watch someone's gonna pop up and be like, bro, it was me. But William says it didn't help with the podcast. It was just repeated evidence, nothing new. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, it is wild for like cases like that though. They still end up finding new evidence like years later. But it's a bummer they didn't add anything new to the conversation. So that would have been frustrating. There we go. Oh, were they in the Kaiju Club? Yes, they were. I owe them more stickers. Yeah, when I was like in high school, speaking of like historical events, my like big thing I was really into was the LA riots. For some reason, I was like super stoked on that. You know, my dad lived in LA during that time. Well, he was in Compton technically, but he said during the LA riots for him, I think he said he stole like a bunch of PlayStation 1s. And he was like, hell yeah, LA riots, gotta get me some PlayStation 1s. And I think like the PlayStation 1 I had as a kid, my dad stole or something like that. During the LA riots. He gave it to me. Which is kind of crazy. But yeah, it was just wild because like, I don't know. There used to be like a bunch of like documentaries on VH1 about the LA riots. And like, it was just crazy, all like the tension between like different communities and all that. Because because just seeing that, it's like, dude, like imagine if whenever I watch stuff like that, I'm like, what would I have done if I lived in the 90s and there was a giant riot where everyone was just looting stuff? You know what I mean? And I remember they like interviewed some guy in the documentary, and he, I guess like at some point, like because like they just destroyed everything so bad, like they were like in like a place where like it was like a Resident Evil level where like I guess someone spilled a bunch of water, and like some electricity stuff got like ripped out of the kiosk or something. So there was like a loose wire that was like sparking, and there was a bunch of water on the floor. You know what I mean? And I remember in the documentary, the guy was like, yeah, and at that point, I looked down at the ground, saw a bunch of water, saw speakers on the other side of the store that I really wanted, and I saw a loose wire that was like actively shooting out sparks, and I was like, damn, am I really about to get electrocuted for some speakers? And he was like, fuck yeah. Ran through the water, grabbed the speakers, and peaced out. And I was like, hell yeah, dude. That's comedy. And William says, for the Kennedy assassination, you know, they just released 1 million pages of formally classified documents. That's wild. It's crazy how like so much of like the truth is coming out lately. Like how much classified stuff's coming out lately. And it's like, you know what? Fuck it. Y'all can know everything now. And Zaku says, my dad used to dumpster dive and give me cool shit that he pulled from the trash all the time when I was a kid. That's sick, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, my dad used to, you know, they used to dumpster dive, but they would sometimes come home with like the most random things. And I'm like, how'd you get this? And he's like, don't worry about it. It's yours now. I'm like, hey, all right. I ain't complaining. I'm a kid. You know what I mean? So yeah. And Asumideo says, if they were in the LA Reds, get some Pokemon cards and wait them to get popular again to make bank. Dude, yeah, for real. Yeah, if you can go back in time, dude, you would come up, dude. You'd come up so hard. You just teleport back to the future afterwards. Imagine. Like you teleport back in time. Hey bro, why you want the Pokemon card so bad? Trust me, dog. They're gonna be worth something. You know what I mean? Trust me, bro. Because no one else is probably thinking like, I gotta grab Pokemon cards from this Walmart. You know what I mean? You would have like open season. But Rosa says it's been scary, not gonna lie. Oh, like if it would have been scary if you were there, Rosa, during the LA riots? Yeah, I would have been terrified, low-key. But dumpster diving sounds nice over all the fines I've heard people discover. Yeah, exactly. You remember we talked about dumpster diving once? We were all like, yo, dumpster diving is not a bad idea. It's a pretty cool hobby, actually. Silly Dale said, man, I go back in time and grab Pokemon cards and Bitcoins. I don't think Bitcoin existed in the 90s, dude. You could invent Bitcoin, dude. That's the thing. Isn't like Bitcoin, like, don't they have like whoever created it, they don't know who created it? And like they own the most Bitcoin, but their wallet never moves? Actually, this whole time it's been Simply Hideo is actually the creator of Bitcoin. He actually just time traveled back to the future. Dun, 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 dun. I think that's it. Simply they're pre-writing history while I can. Hell yeah, dude. That's how you gotta do it, dog. Vinyl, cassette tape, CD, vinyl. Yep. Oh, actually, one thing that's also super funny that happened, I'm not gonna lie. So you know my video of me doing the kickflip to the Healy, dude? So somebody found it and they put it, like they reposted it on Reddit to the skateboarding circle jerk subreddit, and it actually did pretty good on that subreddit. It was like someone random, and they were kind of joking on me a little bit. And I was like, oh no, I'm getting flamed. But it was all good fun though. It was all everyone just being like, this is so silly. You know what I mean? But someone commented, I will not stand for this Groovy Kaiju slander. I love Groovy Kaiju. I was like, oh. And someone actually was even like, honestly, like not even joking around, this is actually cool as hell. And I was like, hey. So yeah. Yeah, what was the funniest one I saw? Yeah, Zaku, I was getting flamed by the skate community for my kickflip to Healy. Rose says Lamau. So the greatest thing is that someone said, is a punchable voice a thing? You know what I mean? Which I appreciated actually, like, you know, like a voice so bad you want to punch them because of their voice. And which I actually appreciated, because like, you know how I do the whole like, hey, it's Groovy's manager, Aaron, and like, you know, Destroy All Monsters, like the really high pitched voice. I purposely actually wanted to make it sound punchable, because I'm kind of like almost making fun of my own business brain, if that makes sense. Because, you know, it's like supposed to be about the music, and Groovy, like in the Groovy Kaiju lore, Groovy Kaiju is just like, yeah, man, I'm just fucking a giant monster who likes music and dancing, and, you know what I mean? And like, Aaron is like the annoying guy that wants to monetize it, if that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, Roses, I actually thought that was the goal, so that's interesting. No, yeah, so it is like, that is the goal, to be like, make fun of the whole act of like having to monetize the art, and that's what like Aaron is in the Groovy Kaiju lore. That's the guy that's like, oh my god, we should like sell this. So it's like their manager, you know what I mean? So it's just funny because like the guy was like, how did he make a punchable, like, is a punchable voice a thing? And I think the guy thought that was my real voice, but it's, you know what I mean? Like it just showed that I like organically I did exactly what I was going for. Because someone was like, that guy's his voice is so annoying. And it's like, yes, that was the point. You know what I mean? But since they don't like necessarily know my music, it was perfect. Because it was like, it was like very unbiased, like, hey, you made the perfect annoying voice. And I was like, yes, that's what I wanted actually. That makes sense? Joke's on them. Yeah, exactly. And they were being mean. It was like a sarcastic subreddit. So like they're all supposed to be making jokes about, But yeah, the joke on them actually confirmed what I did was what I was going for, if that makes sense. So yeah. But it was pretty funny to see that, and I was like, oh, they found me. But William says, I would rather go back to 49 and collect all the 1949 wheat. I think that's the year penny. Oh, a certain one, the wheat penny. A certain one from that year is worth millions. Oh, wow, William. Oh, Williams is spitting, yeah. Well, there you go, William. Now we know the Pokemon cards are wheat pennies. Yeah, what else could you do in the 50s? How old is Frank Sinatra? Could you go see Frank Sinatra, get a bunch of wheat pennies, and then go see Frank Sinatra and come back to time? Was Frank Sinatra doing music then? I think so, right? Yeah, and it was when Frank Sinatra was in a career slump. So you can go see Frank Sinatra for hella cheap, William. Get the wheat pennies and travel back to the future and be a millionaire. That'd be super sick. Sounds like a plan. Use the word soda pop. Yeah, I guess you could do that in the 50s. But funnily enough, actually, Frank Sinatra, if I'm not mistaken, was actually like very very anti-racism. They were like actually like pretty sick. And oh yeah, so Rose's point, at least someone had your back. Yeah, that's one thing that's always really appreciated, is I've noticed that whenever someone even said like something, I remember once I saw a comment where someone said something like, not even that mean to me, just like kind of slightly mean. And like they got like 3 comments people being like, bro, fuck you, I love Groovy Kaiju. Don't you dare say anything bad about him. And I was like, oh. I have some friends where like, people will just like dogpile them, but I've been very thankful that like, I don't know, people just kind of like look out for me. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. But Zuck says 22-year-old on Reddit. Yeah, probably. Fucking Zaku. I don't know if I can say that, dude. No, but he was though, yeah. He really was. Because I think Sinatra and Miles Davis were the two like anti-racist people. Well, I mean, Miles Davis was black, of course, but you know what I'm trying to say. I think he was like the first like black celebrity to ever like be with a white person, and that was like everyone did not like that. But Miles Davis was like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, William. Yeah, Frank was young and then the not seasoned voice. Yeah. It said on Wikipedia he had a bit of a career slump. Because I guess he also tried to get into politics or something and it just didn't quite work out for him. Also, didn't they stop making the penny? Do they still make pennies? I think I saw a thing like not too long ago, like where they stopped making pennies. Where you can no longer get like a penny. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Mango's over here. And Simply Dale says, I do remember hearing that. They stopped making pennies. And William says, that I don't know. I do know he had Chicago mob connections. Oh, wow. I didn't know Frank Sinatra was in the mob. I didn't know he was down like that. That's sick. I mean, it's not sick, but it is sick. That's cool. And Rosa says, yeah, they stopped making pennies, which is why I want to find one my birth year for fun. Oh, that sounds super fun. Yeah, I should do the same thing. I'd be so down to have my birth year as a penny. I wonder if I have any already. I don't think I have any more change, low-key. I haven't had a change in a minute. And William says, yes, no more pennies. Oh, dang, yeah. Yeah, so when you go to the store, they just like round down if you pay with cash. I haven't paid with cash in so long, though. That's probably why there's no more pennies. I think it costed them more to make the penny than to like actually, what a penny was worth, right? Or something like that. It was like kind of silly. Oh. And Skyer says, time to start hoarding pennies in hopes they become worth 1.2 cents instead of just 1. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm sure like as the pennies like eventually just like leave the earth, I'm sure they'll be worth probably something, right? If you got the patience for it, dude, you could probably should all be saving our pennies. But William says he wasn't in the mob, just lots of free shows for some of the bosses. Ah, okay. But that's wild. He used to do a lot of shows for the mob bosses, William. That's cool that you know that, too. Oh. And, yeah, and, I'm sorry, my brain's starting to shut down, but Rosa says, I thought they'd stop making them sooner over how pointless it could get to have 1 cent. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that was like the big argument that they made recently, and that's why they stopped making them. Because to William's point, it costs 8 cents to make 1 penny, which is kind of like silly. And yeah, Skyer said that's why they were canceled. Okay, sick. Dang. Yeah, because I think I still have some $2 bills, dude. Y'all remember those? Which I'm like, dang. My mom was like really big on like, we gotta save all of our $2 bills. You never know, we can be worth something someday. Which I don't know if they are. I still don't think they are, actually. I'm trying to figure out a way to like bubble wrap this correctly so it doesn't like move around. Saku. Now we just gotta get rid of money altogether. Hell yeah, dude. Why not? And then Sky says, yeah, we're still gonna have things priced $19.99. Oh yeah, true, yeah. Oh, Sky, you're spitting. I never thought about that. Yeah, they are still gonna do the penny off, even though yeah. Yeah, pricing psychology is like a whole thing, dude. I was looking at, you know, I had to learn that from like everything I'm doing. And it is silly like how much it works. Cause I'm not gonna lie to you, Sky, it's not even that like I do it just cause like everyone else does it. Like I'll deadass catch myself being like, oh, it's only $7. And I'm like, bro, I forgot the 99 cents. It's actually 8. I do that all the time. Like, not even my own stuff. Like, even when I'm like, doing my own stuff. But like, I don't know, when I'm at the store or something like that. Maybe $1.99. I'm like, bro, it's only $1. And I'm like, oh, damn, the guy got $1 out of me because my brain wanted the shortcut so bad. But Zaku says, oh yeah, through the thing, you need to get money all together. What would we do instead, Zaku? Sometimes I think about that. I'm like, would it be better to just go back to like trading llamas with each other? Like, I'll trade you 2 cows for a CD for some beats. But Simply Deo says, those, yeah, I got a stack passed down from my grandfather I want to preserve. Hey, yeah. Simply Deo says, true. And the person says, I thought we could still get $2 bills from the bank. That's what I heard at least. Huh. And the post office gives dollar coins for change and their self-serve stamp kiosks. Wow. Okay. Maybe I'm tripping then. Maybe they aren't as rare as I thought. But Rosa says, hydrate. And they also fall for the $1.99, yeah. Yeah, they're getting us. And there we go. Sky. Instead of money, we could use Pogs since those are apparently still around. Dude, I'd be so down to trade Pogs. Buy my car in Pogs, dude. That's comedy, dude. Imagine. Like marbles. And I forgot if I put stickers in this or not. I didn't. I would have felt so bad. And then William says, I round everything to the next 50 cents. That makes sense, yeah. That makes sense. You get the pun. That's funny. But yeah. I don't even round anything. I just don't even use cash anymore. I can't remember the last time I paid something with cash or even got cash back. And in fact, I don't even use credit cards anymore. I just use Apple Pay. I just use my phone for everything. Dun, dun. Yeah, one day I will learn Orca on piano. And with the dancing dinos, hey, hell yeah, dude, thank you. And then Rosa says, I always like the idea of trading items as currency since everyone needs something. It would benefit everyone. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I feel like we all lost the art of trading. Because, I don't know, I was talking to Voidstream. I know they were here earlier, but I was talking to Voidstream once, and he was like, yeah, dude, I'll like trade art pieces for tattoos all the time. And I'm like, that's so sick. Like, I feel like as we all like build our own little things and stuff, especially because everyone has a side hustle now, there totally has to be like a side hustle trade economy or something at some point, because that would be super sick. I'd be super down to trade some beats for something. Or trade a CD for something, you know what I mean? Somebody else says Apple Pay for the win because of the 2% cash back on every tap. Oh, really? Oh, Apple Card? Oh, I didn't know that. I'll have to get one, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's better than my current fucking... my current credit card. Hell yeah. And then William says, I don't use cash either, but you must keep up with the bank account totals. Yeah. You make a good point, William. I think I read somewhere once that, like, the downside of credit cards is that, or just like any kind of card really in general, like credit or debit, as to William's point, like, I think psychologically you think you don't recognize how much money you're spending because you have to, like, you know what I mean? Because you just kind of like buy stuff and you're like, wait a minute, how much did I spend? Whereas if you carry cash, then you can like physically see, oh, I spent blank. You know what I mean? But of course, all the companies want you to do that because then the more you spend, the more they make. both including the card issue where like Visa makes, the more you tap your Visa card, the more you money Visa makes. So they're like, yes, please keep spending. You know what I mean? But yeah, I remember even once seeing like someone that was like, if you want to get better at, you know, spend less, put a piece of sandpaper in your wallet. So every time you pull out your credit card, you get one step closer to having to get it replaced, because you'll slowly ruin it every time you spend money. And I was like, I feel like there's an easier way to figure that out. Like, why would I just damage my card? That's crazy. Like, I see the vision, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't think we need to do all that. Sick. Oh yeah. But yeah, y'all got any like exciting weekend plans? I think I'm gonna go skate with my buddy Trey again, like usual. Well, actually, I gotta move though. I might find time to skate, but I'm gonna be moving, and then if I'm lucky, I'll be able to skate. Oh no! So this person that I'm writing this to, they have like a nickname that they use online, and I'm always like, should I write their real name or their nickname on the package? Because like, what if they're like, no, my online alias is secret to my family, and if I send this, then like, you know what I mean? They'll know my real name, my internet name. But like, once they even like were like, no, call me my internet name, so I'm like, oh well. Oh wow, William says, you know, the ancient Venetians paid for things with hand-stretched glass beads back in the 13th, 14th, and 1500s. That's wild. That sounds like an interesting like system. It's like using pogs, dude. Oh, I might get coffee after this, low key, because I don't know. Remember how I had coffee the other stream? Dude, I've been craving it ever since, and I'm like, no, dude, I can't. My stomach, but I'm like, I need it. I need it. Yeah, I think I'll do that after this. I'll go get some coffee. But a Simply Dale says probably just chilling. Might stream either Rocket League or some Yarg. Oh, do you stream? Do you stream on this account, Simply Dale? I'll follow you, dude. And I forgot what Yarg is. Isn't it like one of those like kind of like QWOP where it's one of those like silly games where you're trying to like fight or something, but like the controls are all silly? And then Rosa says, hopefully this weekend they'll be seeing Iron Lung. It's only been delaying over my family thinking about watching it. I don't mind, but my curiosity is killing me. I feel it, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to hear your Iron Lung review, Roses, because I can't watch it. I'm too scared. That is if I don't get worse. Oh yeah, because you're sick, yeah. Well, I hope you feel better to watch it, because I really want to hear that review. I'm excited for it. But oh yeah, it's like Rock Band. Okay, Yarg is like Rock Band Guitar Hero in one. Okay, sick, hell yeah. That's awesome. But yeah, somebody else have to slowly get into it. Okay, I'm gonna give you a follow right now. Let me how do I get to Twitch chat? Here we go. Boom. Click your name. Follow. Hey, I gave you a follow. Simply Dale. And William Meters, William says, okay, so I'm gonna step out for now. Okay, William, thanks for stopping by. It's always good talking to you. Feel free to send me that email when you get the chance. Whenever you want to reach out, hit me up whenever. And yeah, William, I appreciate it. Have a nice rest of your night, William. And somebody else says, thank you. Yeah, of course, man. I'll be honest, I haven't been on Twitch as much lately because I've just been, you know, moving. But if I'm ever just like browsing around, I'll pop by. I'll be like, yo, what's up? I'm like, hey, what's up? Trying to see them Rocket League skills. Yeah, funnily enough, the same buddy that I go to the gym with actually is like, almost hit like whatever is right below Grand Champ. They got to that rank and ranked Rocket League like multiple times, soloing too. So I'm like, yeah, that buddy's like cracked at Rocket League, dude. But yeah, but I might skate this weekend. Pretty much though, when I'm skating, it's really just me filming my buddy skate. Cause I kind of like had to dead ass tell him, I was like, look, man, my back be having pains, dude. I can't do it no more. And even he was sad for me. He was like, dude, but we grew up skating together. This can't be. And I was like, yeah. So it's like me doing like some tricks and I'm like, oh wow, I can still skate. And then I'm like filming him for like a good 30 minutes. Then we eat Del Taco after. It's pretty chill. We talk about rap music. And somebody does says, oh, I could do stuff, but I can't play pro. I know, yeah. Yeah, I don't get how they do it. I'm like, dude, you are ridiculous for how good you are at Rocket League. Now, I played with them a couple times, and like, I don't know, it's just, I have like what's the word? Like PTSD from playing Rocket League. Because I used to play with a buddy that wanted to be competitive. He's like, bro, we gotta be a competitive team. And I was like, oh yeah, we could try. And then he would get like really upset, like, bro, what were you doing? Why did you do that? Like would yell. And not like in a mean way, but it was just, I don't know, I felt like I was getting like, they were like a football coach when it came to us playing Rocket League. So now every time I play and I mess up, I'm like, no, I'm so sorry. So yeah. Dude, this is like a good time? Yeah, dude, for sure. And then, wee. Now put a bunch of these in there and we should be good. Somebody that says, oh geez, that's awful. Yeah, it was something. Looking back on it, I'm like, I don't know how I survived back then. Surprised we were still friends during all of it, keeping it real. But yeah. But dude, we're actually flying through this orders for once. I'm super stoked. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Rocket League's a good time though. But yeah, what else is going on? Ugh. Let me see what else I was going to talk to y'all about. I don't know, but I'm also just starting to feel a little like sleepy for some reason. That's why I'm kind of like, I want the coffee. Yeah, I think I might do it. Well, I know, oh, also the title of the stream, it's a new record. Honestly, I almost made it just a new record, kind of like referencing Smash Brothers, you know, it's like, a new record, when we do like the home run derby thing. So yeah. So that was kind of silly, but I was like, I don't think anyone's gonna get that. Yeah, I mean, it's like such a random, I don't think anyone reads the words a new record in like the Smash Brothers announcer voice. Also, did I ever tell you all about Unusual Memes? There's a YouTube channel called Unusual Videos, and they have like unusual memes, like compilation videos, and like low-key Frank put me onto them. But it's a bunch of just like, no, it's just a bunch of good like Vine compilations pretty much. Like, I watch all of them. And they're pretty good. This video says, "No, it's a vocal stem right there." Yeah, it really is. A new record. Yeah. Oh, speaking of watching stuff, Roses, I've watched the first, I think 3 episodes of Beast Games. I think I like season 1 more so far, but it's still good. It's still pretty good. Yeah, Rose. Oh, yeah. But the thing that's a bummer though is I keep seeing spoilers for the newer ones all the time. Like I don't know if I don't want to bring it up just in case I don't want to spoil you, but yeah, Mr. B sometimes will like post spoilers for his own show. I'm like, no, why are you doing this? Yeah, season 1 is definitely better. Oh, it's a video. Yeah, I remember that meme compilation. I miss watching them too. Yeah. Simpler times, dude. Simpler times. Rosa says, we've seen everything. I'll wait till you catch up. I have a lot to say. Okay, sick. Well then, so here's the thing I saw, Roses. I guess when they get to like the last 6, they said that they like bury them all alive, which I'm like, yo, that's crazy. I'm like, what is even the challenge in that? Just like, who doesn't want to come up the first or something? I don't know. But yo, on Wings of Wax, the grooviest kaiju, blessings to you and all you do. Hey, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Thanks you for the blessings. How's your Thursday? Blessings to you as well. Okay, Rosa says, oh yeah, that one, there's more to it, so you're okay. Okay, sick. I'm glad to hear. But yeah, I think that's just wild. But I'm glad to hear that like we're both watching it, Roses, because I don't know anyone else that's also like, yo, gotta watch the new Mr. Beast game. But it's good though. But yeah. But sick. So yeah, we got all the Destroy All Monsters packed up. So heck yeah. And then to answer your question again, Skyer, I think we're probably close to like about 60 left if I had to guess, Skyer. In terms of like total vinyl. So we've sold about like 40 of the vinyl, so like 40%, I guess. Now that we just packed all that up. But I think we'll sell probably another like 20 before the sales end over, if I had to guess. At least, if not more. And then Rosa says, how many orders do you have, or were you planning to pack? So honestly, I started packing orders every day, just because I've been getting so many. But today I think I had like 20 so far. And I'll probably just, at this point I just always stream for about like 3 hours. So we'll probably do another 30 minutes and then I think I'm gonna go run and get that coffee because I'm struggling. That and keeping it real. If someone's watching and they're like, you haven't packed my order yet, it's because I ran out of Reptar CDs, low key, but they come tomorrow. So yeah, I can't pack any Radical Reptar orders right now. CD orders at least. So I'm kind of like, uh-oh. I made a oopsie whoopsie. I made a oopsie whoopsie. Oh, and I gotta make more CDs too. Oh yeah, okay, we're gonna be here for a little bit. I guess I'll pack these 2 and then I'll make more CDs and then I think, yeah. But also, I'm super stoked on this song, on my Digital Monsters, because low-key I like Digimon. But also, what's it called? This song does really good for some reason, which I'm like super stoked on. And King2D999, what up, man? Good to see you. Got Monster Tape 0 a few days ago. It's damn beautiful, much appreciated. Hey, thank you, dude. Thank you for grabbing it. I'm much appreciated as well. And yeah, dude, I'm glad you're feeling it. I'm glad to hear it made it safe and sound. Thanks for letting me know. And thanks for stopping by. How's your Thursday going, dude? How's your Thursday going, King? Grand Rising King. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but yeah. And also low-key for this song, the homie they friend Jordan, they did a super sick vocal cover on top of it, which I feel bad though because I had them tag just Aviscerall instead of Groovy Kaiju, because at the time I was releasing some like song that was like, yo, I'm banking a lot on this song, I'm sorry, but can you only tag Aviscerall so to like mess with the whole Spotify algorithm? So that's another thing like that's interesting about Spotify, is that you can only release music once a month. Like any more than that, then it kind of like shoot yourself in the foot. So like it's kind of weird that Spotify like has a specific release cadence that you have to upload by. It's really interesting. But King says, good for the most part, nothing crazy this Thursday. Okay, I'm glad to hear. Glad to hear it's a pretty good Thursday and you're just chilling. That's what's up. I'm also getting like a headache, low-key. Uh-oh. I better not be getting sick. I better not be getting sick. I gotta move next week. And Roses says to hydrate. I got you. Thank you, Roses. I'm glad that you like the hydrate points, Roses. That's cool. But what's been cool about packing too is normally, like honestly, what I love more than oh, Rosa says it's fun and healthy for you. Okay, I'm glad to hear. Yeah, it is very healthy. Hell yeah, thank you. But yeah, one thing, whenever I like move, my favorite part of moving low-key is oh, it's a reminder for you too to hydrate, Roses. Okay, well I'm glad that we're both staying healthy and getting reminded for it. But yeah, one of my favorite parts about moving though is like throwing stuff away, dude. I love throwing stuff away. Because my grandma's like a pack rat, and she like hoards a bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, Zach, you make a good point. I want coffee so bad I have a headache. It probably is a caffeine headache, dude. You're probably right. Dang. I'm addicted, man. I need my fix. But oh yeah, my grandma's such a pack rat, so like I try not to be, so whenever I have the chance to throw stuff away, I'm like, hell yeah. But yeah, thankfully, I didn't have that much stuff to throw away this time around. I was like, oh wow. Like I kind of want to keep everything that I have. Oh wait. Oh no, I forgot to check. I always do. Wait, no, I can figure this out. Or can I? No, I can actually. Ah. Yeah, my bad. It's because I keep putting the packing slip inside the thing, but I forgot to like check what their name is before I print out the order. So it's kind of silly. But yeah, yeah, I think it's a caffeine headache, Zaku. I think you're right. Which is more reason to get coffee so I can get over it. Probably isn't actually, but yeah. Probably reason not to get coffee. Alright, there we go. Sick. But I'm gonna do it. Because dude, we got Quick Trip out here, Zaku. Quick Trip coffee just slaps. Because like low-key, a thing about Phoenix is that it very much is like it's a big city, but it's also like kind of a truck, like if a truck stop was a big city. We got all kinds of trucker stuff out here, dude. Because people because there's so much like commerce going in between like Texas and California. So because of that, like Phoenix is like the last big city before you get to California or Southern California. So we got all kinds of like truck stuff. So I'm like, bro, I need some trucker coffee, dude. Especially because after this, I'm just gonna be moving and packing and stuff, so I probably could use the extra energy anyways. Thick. I need that marker. But I am hyped on my new place though. But the only thing I'm concerned about is when I went to go drop stuff off yesterday, they were like already doing like some kind of like construction right in front of my house. I'm like, oh no. Like right in front of my specific unit. And I was like, oh no. But I met a couple of my new neighbors though. They were pretty nice. They were all like walking their dogs and stuff. And they were like, hey, what's up? And I was like, yo, what's up? And like low-key the people that above me, they had like a bunch of like cool like stuff. I don't know. I think my upstairs neighbors are gonna be pretty cool, but I don't know how loud they're gonna be. So I'm kind of like, uh-oh. So after I move, you hear a bunch of people just like stomping upstairs. I'm sorry. I've always been like a downstairs apartment guy. Cause it's just so much easier to move, dude. I hate going upstairs for like moving. Like downstairs apartments is kind of the move. I'll deal with the noise. Y'all have like a preference on a apartment upstairs versus downstairs? Yeah, but then again, I don't know. Has anyone ever lived in an apartment? Because I always forget that, like, low-key, if you look into it, like, I think most people in the United States actually live in a house. Like, they own their house, surprisingly. And I'm like, dude, I don't know anyone that owns their own house. Like, I know very few people that own their own house. Or, like, their family owns their house. Like, everyone I've known growing up has always been like, yeah, you know, we all got apartments. So, yeah. Yo, Jeter, dude, what's up? Or J-Tier. What's up, dude? Good to see you. How you doing? How's your Thursday? Thanks for stopping by. We're over here chilling. Yeah, I'm already pulled it up. And then I need a... Oh, wow. But yeah, actually, if y'all don't mind, I think we'll call it after I'm done packing this order, because yeah, this headache is killing me right now, dude. I think I need an ibuprofen and a coffee. It's bubbling up super hard. Oh. But yeah, J-Tier. Yo, you guessed my name. It's actually Jeter. Okay, sick. I'm glad to hear. But thanks, man. I hope you have a beautiful night. Yeah, you as well, Jeter. I hope so too. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, dude. But yeah, I'm having a beautiful night. You know, I just have a little bit of a headache. I think I'm gonna get coffee right now. And but yeah, we've just been packing orders, hanging out, chilling with everybody. But Rosa says that's fine. Take care. It's important to take care of yourself. Definitely. It's ibuprofen and coffee cures everything. It really does, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm starting to feel a little funny, but I bet if I had, honestly, ibuprofen and coffee has cured everything in my life before. I'm not gonna lie to you. Especially like skating, dude. Ibuprofen and coffee is just like, it's the ultimate, like, I feel like I'm on cloud 9 combo. And Subideo says, yeah, fair enough. All right, sick, man. I appreciate it. But yeah. I'll get this going. Like, one thing that was kind of a crazy thing to learn is that I remember watching like I think it was like, funny enough, a podcast. It wasn't really a podcast. It was more of an interview with like a pro skater. And he was like, yeah, you know, we're all like pretty much just living off of like ibuprofen and energy drinks. And I was like, I knew it. Because like the thing about skating is I'm like, dude, how do they like go through all that pain and just like get through it? I'm like, there's just no human way that they're just like taking all those falls and just like, you know, just taking them in stride, dude. And then that interview was like, I knew, I had a feeling my entire life that they were using a drug to get through it. So I was like, bro, like this shit hurts, bro. This shit hurts, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah. The kid in me was like, dang, I gotta get my pain tolerance up. But it's like, nah, man. You just needed ibuprofen this whole time. Which actually isn't healthy for you. Like if you take it too much. Because that's when I like really started going to the doctor for my back stuff. Like last time I got really bad. So I was taking ibuprofen every single day and I was like, okay, yeah, like, you know, after a while, like it can mess up your kidneys. So I was like, okay, I gotta go to the doctor because this is gonna be a problem real quick if I can't find a way to survive without ibuprofen. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, actually, funnily enough, I don't know if y'all remember, but actually, if y'all saw the Kaiju Club update about this song, I actually wrote the song about Zaku. Funnily enough. Pause, but I did. Because I think I told the story once about... Yeah, I've already told the story about this, but yeah, Zaku was like, don't tell me you missed me unless you're going to do something about it. So I made this song in response to Zaku telling me that. But yeah, we already went over it. Zaku was just, you know, keeping it real. He didn't say it mean. It was more of like an inside joke back to him. Rose says, "Oh, that's sweet, yeah." Ichi me. But yeah, writing low-key, writing songs about people, kinda underrated, dude. Would recommend everyone write a song about somebody at least once in their life. Whether you tell them or not. Yeah, Zaku. No, Zaku, I know. You have to get it. Yeah, my bad. But, yeah, Zaku, for anyone new to the stream, yeah, I know. Zaku was explaining to me about, like, how they feel about, like, people saying that they miss him. He was keeping it real. There was nothing, like, mean about it. They're like, yeah, it was awesome. But Jeter says, the problem is that the more that you use ibuprofen or medicine in general, you become immune. Yeah, exactly, Jeter. That's the issue. Zaku, no one thinks you're a piece of shit, dude. No. Zaku says whose entire fan base thinks I'm a piece of shit. No, nobody does, dude. Yeah, see, Rosa says, nah, yeah, we all love you, dude. In fact, yeah, I know Zaku and I were saying that you're gonna come back on the stream after I move. Yeah, I think we said like early March. I know it's like way far out, but I mean, y'all see. I'm about to send an update like on Tuesday about taking a week off and then new stream schedule and everything. But yeah, this is the last order. Oh, and Iber, you ever come back? In case if you're still here by any chance, your order is, I don't know if I want to say your real name, but this is yours, Iber. You were here earlier. This is your vinyl. Thanks for the support, dude. And yeah. All right, y'all. Well, if you don't mind, I think I'm gonna call it here. Oh wait, no, Zaku. Not real shit though. As much as I play around, that video made me explaining that song made me cry. Oh, Zaku, no. Oh, I'm so sorry. I mean, I'm glad I made you cry. Like, I hope it was like a happy cry, but yeah. Hell yeah, dude. No. I'm glad to hear it, dude. Well, I hope it was a good, yeah. Again, I hope it was a good thing, but yeah. Oh, cool. I'm gonna start wrapping. Well, actually, Loki, I have to come back and pack a couple more orders when I get back from coffee and ibuprofen land. But hell yeah, Zaku. Oh. But yeah, let me put this away. Unless there's anything else anyone wants to add, I think we'll call it here. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me on this Thursday night. Zaku says, anyway, peace, we'll hit a phone call soonish. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I should be like, you know, pretty much moving in next week. So I can let you know next week. Because I think I'm gonna move like do the final stuff of all my couches and stuff on Wednesday next week. And then after that, it's all about unpacking and stuff. So I'll just be around the house. So yeah. But yeah. Peace out, Zaku. See you around, Skyer. Good night, Roses. Later, Simply Adeo. Catch you around, Jeter. Thanks for stopping by. King, if you're still watching, catch you around, King. William already peaced out. I'm just scrolling through the chat real quick. And yeah, I think that's everybody. And anyone who's lurking, I appreciate you hanging out. And yeah, catch y'all around and see you Sunday. Sunday will be the last stream before we go on break. But yeah, Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific. We'll see you guys there. See you all there. All right, later, y'all. Take it easy. Wait, we gotta make a thumbnail. What are we doing this time? I did the smear frame last time. I'll do one with Jermaine again. Maybe we'll do yeah, catch you around, King. We'll do one with Jermaine. Hopefully that looks kind of cool. All right, later, y'all. Take it easy. Peace.